Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Our call centre is based in the UK and available 24/7. Just call 0800 001 4433 or email help@hobbymaker.co.uk.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. The light up ribbon is here. Who knew? First of all, can I introduce Grace, the beautiful Grace, Now, this is mum and daughter, and Karen over there. Hello, lovely lady. How are we? We're good.
We're awake.
We're awake. We're ready to go.
Yes.
Goodness me, I think after yesterday, we're so proud to be British, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
After that, what an inspirational, inspiring day.
It really was.
Wasn't it?
It was really moving.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Everybody involved yesterday. Oh, the total and utter respect. It went with absolute military precision, didn't it? It was amazing. It really, really was amazing. The thing is today, and I will put my hands up to it, we like to bagsy things as presenters sometimes. And I went to our channel sales manager when the girls told me that they did light up ribbon. And I said, let me get this right. So you're talking about beautiful ribbon, because you guys do ribbon, the best ribbon that we've ever seen, ever. There's ribbon and then there's ribbonly ribbon. I mean, it's just, there's no comparison. And then they said, oh yes, well, we've got some light up ribbon coming. I went, pardon? Just excuse me, hang on, when we publish, like lights in ribbon. They went, yeah. I was like, no way. Ollie is our director. Ollie is going to do something to the studio that's just going to give you a hint of what light up ribbon. Yeah, let's do it now, Ollie.
Yeah,
let's do it now. No, excuse me, everybody.
Oh my God.
Who does not want that in their house? You're going to want to wrap that around everything and everyone, aren't you? Let's be honest. Just gift wrap yourself Christmas Day in that.
I think so.
I think you might be. Yeah, just wrap yourself. Wrap yourself.
I think I will.
Oh, absolutely. So now then, the girls. Have you ever walked? Have you ever seen like in the movies, like the big American movies?
Yes.
Yeah, and they've got literally like the entire door encased in a wreath.
Yes. Yes.
That's what we're talking about,
Home
aren't we?
Alone.
Home Alone.
Yes.
Exactly what we're talking about. The girls, the ladies, have brought in the most exceptional, what shall we say, American Hollywood movie inspired wreaths. We've got golds, we've got reds, we've got neutrals. This one here with the light up rhythm, where you've gone, My Fair Lady.
My Fair Lady, inspired by the black and white stripe.
Absolutely, a bit of Barbara. Was it Barbara Streisand? Oh, no, that's the other one. My Fair Lady was what's her face, wasn't it? With Rex Harrison.
Yes, it was. I can't remember.
Oh, what was her name?
Write it in and let us
Yeah,
know.
let us know. That's good. Because Julie Andrews did it for a while, didn't she? She did it on broad. She did it on the stage.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you're joking?
I know.
Oh my goodness me, we'll get you in. So this morning we're going to. Now the thing is as well, you did a craft fair recently.
We did do a craft fair recently.
And which one is the halo?
The halo is that one.
The gold
one.
The gold one.
Point to say that one, like
that
one.
So the gold on the halo. Now every single person at that demonstration, at that craft fair, went absolutely doolally-tap over the halo, didn't they?
They literally did. People were like, how do you make it? I've never seen anything like that. I want it. And I said, right, well, you need to watch Hobbymaker at 6 o'clock in the morning.
They are glorious. The thing is, now the general feedback was, oh my goodness me, they're stunning, but I could never in a million years ever make that.
Yeah.
What would you say to those people?
Well, we're here to show you how.
Absolutely.
Really
Is it
simple.
difficult?
No, it's not difficult at all. It's just a couple of techniques that you need.
Fantastic.
And obviously we've got written instructions for each wreath because each wreath is different.
Yeah, great.
We've got a technique sheet for each wreath which has got all the photographs on to
Demonstrated by Grace here.
Yes.
Oh, beautifully.
Why, thank you.
Beautifully.
And then we've also got we've put some YouTube videos on as well, so that people can
Pictures.
watch it being...
So we've got everything.
Everything.
We've covered every base. So
And
there's
we've got
no-
demonstrations today.
no
And
reason to
demonstrations
be
today.
nervous. And demonstrations today.
And it is really easy, and I'll tell you why. So, Mum designed all these wreaths. I actually, Mum did. Mum is the magic behind.
Oh, Mum is the magic behind these.
And basically, Mum was due to come with us to a craft show and was poorly, and so I never made these. So whilst I was at the craft show, I had an AirPod in, an earpiece. I had a phone underneath with Mum's YouTube videos, and I was making them, pretending I knew what I was doing.
Oh.
Okay, and I learned to do it that way. So if I can do it, and
Oh, so you were right through.
right, I was,
Yeah.
and people were saying, "Well, show me the demonstration." I thought, "No, I need to know first. I don't know." So
Oh, my God, I bet that
and
was nerve-wracking.
it was, but I pulled it off. Okay.
Good girl.
So
Yes, you
if
did.
I could do that, then I'm telling you, you can do this.
Yeah.
It is that easy.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Now, we were talking about this big warehouse where I go shopping, and I'm basically going to take the girls there. I said, we need a day out at this big warehouse. Anyway, I walked past that. No, they're nothing like this. They're not even on a par with this. They're big wreaths at Christmas. They're not. I mean, and we were looking earlier, we were talking about, I mean, some of their wreaths in that store are like £200 plus.
Yeah.
And we were saying, if the White Company did Christmas wreaths,
Yes.
this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Now, if you think a White candle, a White Company candle is, you know, they're 3-wick candles. They're like,
Yeah.
what, 60-something pounds each?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I buy one for a family member every year. And they're lovely and they're beautiful. Gosh, we love them. But £60 for a candle. That would be in the hundreds, wouldn't it? And every time I walk past this aisle, and they're nothing like that. They're the typical, I'm not being rude, the fake Christmas tree, green rock art stuff, all that, you know. They're nice, they're lovely, I'm not knocking them. But I'd walk past every time and I think, one year I'm going to treat myself. 1 year, but I can't justify those hundreds of pounds. I just can't.
No.
Whereas this isn't shop bought.
No.
You'll have made it yourself, and they are so classy, as we'd expect from you ladies.
Why, thank you.
Obviously. And I love that. Mum is behind the magic. Right then, so we're going to kickstart the show this morning because I think we want to light up your life this morning. There's no two ways about it. And what better way to do it than with this exceptional light up ribbon. Here's your early bird special. Now, the lovely thing is as well this morning, we're going to bring you the light up ribbon. It's the first time we've ever had it on Hobbymaker. Have you launched it anywhere else yet?
Well, we did a little bit. We did a little bit on our website, but we
Obviously.
kind of really wanted to go mad on Hobbymaker.
Oh, wonderful. We're so excited. We've been waiting for this for so long, whether it's going into a wreath, whether it's going into up your banister, round your tree,
Round
on your mantle.
banister, it's wired. Okay, so it really can wind round anything. I mean, we could wind
Absolutely.
it round you if
Oh,
you
you
want.
knock yourselves out. I'll have a go. I'll have a go. Now, am I right in thinking this isn't just any light up? It doesn't just do one light, does it?
No. So we've got flashing.
Yeah.
We've got slower flashing.
Slower
If you're
flashing.
feeling more, relaxed.
Oh, a bit of a
relaxed
romantic
flashing.
night in.
Romantic flashing, there you go. And then we've just got still. So if you're kind of going
Oh.
for the calm.
Constant.
Yeah, because sometimes you do want a bit static, just nice and gentle, just on.
In the evening.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, depends what mood we're trying to create.
Yes. Depends what kind of the amount of flashing you're doing.
Well, exactly. She's in again. I like it. So, how do you change it? How do the lights work? How does it?
So it's a battery-operated pack. These
Yep.
can be changed, these batteries, and these batteries you can get on a very big. Can I say?
Yeah. We
Amazon. You can
Other
get,
websites
like,
are available.
You can get 20 batteries for £2. These are really cheap to replace.
wow, really?
Yeah, they're super cheap to replace. I actually had this light up ribbon on for 7 days, constant, like 24 hours, and it was still going.
Are we still? Brilliant.
So
then.
it
Okay.
lasts for a pretty long time, and you basically get this battery pack and this little button on the side, and you press the button, and you can change it all up.
Oh, that's what makes it. Can we go through them again? So before we just, there
Okay,
you
so
go.
we've got fast flashing,
Nice.
we've got slow
yeah.
flashing, and then we've got.
Oh, see, I like that as well.
Yeah, I like that. I think it just depends what
like
kind
the
of you're
option.
looking for. If you're going for up the banisters, you might go flashing.
Yeah.
If you're going for a wreath, you might keep it still. It really does depend what you're using it
I
for.
think it's great. I think it's great that you've got 3 options as well.
Yes.
And that thing, like you say, because as soon as you see a battery pack, you think, oh, how much is that going to cost me? But you can get 20 for £2.
Yeah, you can get they're really, really cheap.
Brilliant.
And you know, if you can get 20 for £2, I mean, how long is that going to last you?
For a long time. You're just going to want it on all the time, aren't
Have
you?
it on your Christmas tree.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, bows on your Christmas tree. Now, if you want to learn how to make a floppy bow, don't worry, because the mum behind the magic, Karen, is going to teach you how to make a floppy bow. If you didn't know you needed to make a floppy bow until this morning, you do now.
Everybody needs
Now
to
then,
make a floppy bow.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you've got 3 metres in this beautiful gold light up bow as well.
Yes, you've got 3 metres in your ribbon.
Fabulous, fabulous. And it's only, really? Oh, sorry, I sounded like that girl off Love Island. Really? Oh my goodness me. So it's 3 metres of ribbon with the multifunctional switch, which gives you 3 lots of lights, one fast, one slow, one static.
Yes.
Or light up, just been on, yeah?
Yes.
And we're at £12.99. £12.99. Can I just show you this as well? Let me just show you that, look. Because it's got the most beautiful snowflakes on it as well, hasn't it? Can you see that?
So we actually got this custom designed.
Did you?
Because the idea came that a lot of people were saying to us, why don't you put lights in your wreaths? And I thought, yeah, why not put lights in a ribbon? And we really wanted to find a beautiful ribbon. There's lots of ribbons out there which you could do this with, but we wanted something that was classy, that you can't get in the UK. And so this is custom to Ribbonly.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, you cannot get this anywhere else.
Anywhere
else.
else.
This is Ribbonly's.
This is
you
it?
can't get, with this beautiful gold snowflake, we had this custom designed.
Oh my goodness me. So you've got custom designed. The thing is, you would expect to go somewhere like the White Company or John Lewis, or we're talking to Harrods and that. They haven't got it. They haven't got it. Oh no.
No.
Absolutely custom made for Ribbonly, and obviously because you're with Hobbymaker, you get to buy it as well. Now this is proving very popular this morning. I just think the most adorable light up ribbon. Just have a think about where would you put it? Where would you put it? Even on a present.
On a present.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea. Because, and that's why I went for 3 metres. Because you can't cut it. Okay.
Right, that was my next question.
You can't cut it. There is a wire going through. I have had some people ask me, please don't cut it.
Yeah.
Because it won't work.
You can cut it, but your lights won't work. And it's not advised.
But because it's 3 metres, it means you can make a tree topper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can wrap it around a present. We've kept it to that length because the longer it is, the kind of less you can do with it. So it's a shorter length so that you can make it into a tree topper, put it on your Christmas tree, wrap it around a present.
Or wire it into a wreath.
Wire it in, of course.
Exactly.
Wire it into a
Which is
wreath.
what we're going to do today, definitely, 100%. So we've got 4 different wreaths for you today. You can go full on Christmas festive with the halo, with the beautiful red. Now that was called the Burlap.
Burlap spot.
That's the burlap spot.
That's the burlap spot.
Thank you.
B. This is the gorgeous burlap spot. Now, for those who don't know what burlap is, I was trying to explain to you what burlap is. In my kind of backwards way, I was explaining it's a bit like those old Bag for Lives. You know, this kind of Hessian,
Got one of them
jute,
in the car. Yeah.
like potato sacks. Much nicer than that because it is wired, it is very thick, it is very high quality. And if you feel that, that's not soft and floppy.
Oh no, we don't want soft and floppy.
We don't want
Good morning. Sorry, Mum. Sorry, Mum. Your mum's over there, behave. Sorry, Laura. Yes, so I'll tell you what then. Get these checked out, my lovelies, because we are actually limited. It's a first come, first served basis on the light up ribbon. It's absolutely sensational. When you get it home, you're going to fall in love with it. So, a floppy bow. What's a flop? I mean, I know obviously a bow is floppy, but
The floppy bow that we've used is in the My Fair Lady wreath, right there at the front,
Right,
as you
that
can
one.
see. So yeah, that's essentially the floppy bow. We're making it sound a lot more complicated than it really
Looks
is.
amazing.
But yes, so it's a bit like it's like a rosette, isn't it? It's like a big flower, really. And
Right.
well, look, you can pop it on the bottom of a wreath like we have there. But yeah, it could go onto the top of the Christmas tree and look really, really pretty.
Yeah.
Could go on top of a gift if there was somebody you really, really loved and you wanted to do something really special. So we just thought we'd show what you can do with the wreath, with the ribbon, by making a bow. Also, actually, it could go around a plant pot. You could make
a Christmas cake.
yeah. Well, you probably could. Yes.
You
Just
could
wrap
put
it around
like
a few
paper
times.
around, couldn't you?
Yeah,
And then put the ribbon over the top.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking we've just been to a friend of ours' wedding on Saturday in this beautiful castle in the Forest of Dean, and I'm just thinking as well, if you had one, you know, when you go and you see all the beautiful flowers at the altar, and it's a winter wedding or whatever time of year wedding, and then you had all this light up ribbon and all the beautiful church flowers, and it would look amazing, wouldn't it?
Really
That
nice.
would,
Yeah.
that would look
Round a
gorgeous.
vase, round a
Incredible, yeah.
hurricane lamp.
Absolutely. Oh
Lots
yeah,
of
a
places-
hurricane.
Yeah, lots of places you can tie it.
So we'll have a field day. So do you want to show us, Karen,
I
how
will
to
show
do the
you.
floppy bow tie?
Yeah, so I've got
Please.
the ribbon here in front of me, and I'm using a 30 centimetre ruler. It's a good idea. It's quite nice to use a ruler because it gives you a firm pattern to work with. But if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. What you will need to do is just measure out 30 centimetres on the desk in front of you. So you could do that with a bit of tape, really.
Okay.
But this is cheating and easy.
Okay.
So
We like cheating and easy.
I've got the ribbon out in front of me like that. I've got the on-off switch here to my right. I'm going to place the ruler on top of the ribbon there. And it's really just as simple as folding backwards and forwards. So,
Okay.
you see, okay. So here we go. I'm just layering. When I was doing this, and I was making the video for YouTube so that people can watch it again, because it's always really nice to be able to watch a few times, isn't it? It reminded me when I was doing this of that lovely pastry you can get. Is it
Oh.
Milfur?
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, and it
reminds me-
layers like that,
The
doesn't it?
layers of pastry, yes. And
Why
you can
are we on food again? Did you see
Oh,
the
yeah.
last? So the last show, Mum said she designed a wreath around a packet of root vegetable crisps.
Oh, okay, right, as you do.
And now we're on pastries.
You've got to get your inspiration from somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just, oh gosh, yes, it really reminds me of that. You know, it has cream and jam in it, doesn't
Yes,
it?
I know
Yeah,
exactly
cream
which
and
one you mean.
strawberries.
Yes.
Strawberries.
Yep.
Delicious. So basically, as you can see, I'm just going backwards and forwards, but and I'm keeping it nice and neat. And that ruler, which is just at the bottom of the layers, is keeping it nice and neat like
Gosh,
that.
you can see the quality of this ribbon. It's stunning.
It's gorgeous. The snowflakes in it are really twinkling. I mean, obviously it's light up ribbon, but it twinkles beautifully.
Doesn't it on
just
its even when
own.
turned on?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I've made my layers, you can see. There they all are. And then I'm just going to slip out the ruler. And we're ready to do the magic, as Grace says, which is actually very, very simple. All you're doing is you're just folding the ribbon in half, the ribbon layers in half.
I tell you what, can I just grab those ribbons? Only because we're missing it. We're missing it.
yeah.
There you go, my lovely lady. If
Right.
that's okay.
Yeah.
There
so
you go.
can
Sorry, Karen.
No, that's fine. So what we did is we folded the ribbon layers over like that in half, just so that we could sort of get a good idea of where midway is.
Yeah.
Because you want a nice, even, floppy bow. Halfway is here, and then I'm going to just pinch it together in the middle. And then you just take one of our cable ties. We use cable ties a lot in our Christmas collection.
Is that going to come in the wreath kit?
Everything
cable tie's
comes
gonna
in
come
the
in the
kit.
kits.
Brilliant.
Yes, so nobody needs to go and buy anything separate. We've got everything that you need in the kit. So,
I've never seen clear cable ties.
well, we wanted, yes, it's
I
just
love
a little
that.
bit less obtrusive, isn't it? You
Yeah.
can't really see them. So I've just basically, I've only pulled it loosely so that I can just make sure it's looking really nice and even, and I'm quite happy with that. So then I'm just going to pull it nice and tight. Now, I don't want to pull it too tight because obviously there's wires in the middle.
Yeah.
So, but just so that it keeps its bow type shape, I'm
When you're putting attaching something to a tree, you don't want it
Yeah.
to eat into the tree trunk, do you?
No,
You just want to be
exactly
respectful of
that,
what you're working
exactly
with.
that.
Yeah.
And then you are ready to start playing with the layers, and it really is as simple as just pulling each layer up and making a bow. Well, making a loop, and you can sort of give it a bit of a twist if you want, because it's wired, you see. Wired ribbon is fantastic for...
Got a memory, hasn't it?
It's got a memory, and yeah, it does as it's told, and that's what we like. So I'm just pulling them out. It's as simple as that. So you can see it's really not complicated to make a floppy bow at all. And as you twist them, you can sort of, it helps to form that roundness rather than just them all coming out this way. And keep going. Obviously, there's a little bit of an end piece there underneath, which we just leave for now, and I'll show you what to do with that later.
Okay.
And then, so I'm not doing anything with this piece. And then again on the other side, take as long as you want to do this.
It's looking fabulous already, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very simple, but it's really effective.
They're great on top of a present. This isn't
Oh,
just restricted to the
gosh.
wreath. You could just literally pop that on top of a present if you want to go
something
extra.
like a really amazing, like a big box present. It's like I buy a friend of mine these beautiful big jackets every year, and they come in this massive box, and you've never got a bow to scale.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is
There we
epic.
are.
Just that on the, what's it called at the bottom of your banister? You know, the what's it called that sits on top of your, you know, it's not a finial, is it? Is it a finial? Something like that. But you imagine that just on the base of if you've got a banister or something as you walk into your hall, or, it'd be phenomenal.
And it's a gift in itself as well. If you
Isn't
put
it?
that on top of a present, they can take that off and use it whatever they like.
Mind you, if you were like me at Christmas, can I have the bows back?
And then once you've sort of teased them out, you can, the thing is to make it, put it in place where you want it to go.
Yeah.
And then you can finish teasing it out after that. But basically to just cover up the cable tie, I just use that last piece, which is where the on-off is, on there. And I would use that. Now, if I was attaching this to the My Fair Lady wreath, what I would do now is just do a simple knot, because you've got a little loop there. And when this sits in your wreath, you need to be able to secure it onto your wreath. And so we supply a pipe cleaner. So the pipe cleaner will go underneath the wire of the ring, because obviously your wreath is already very full with all your lovely deco mesh.
Right, okay.
So you just pop a pipe cleaner underneath one of the circles on the frame, and then through this circle here, and that's what will keep it on. And obviously you tuck your on-off button into the back amongst all of the deco mesh, or wherever, if you were putting on a present, you would slide it a little bit behind. And then
look at that!
We've knotted it, we've cable tied it, and look at it.
Oh my days!
It's not just a light up ribbon that's just got to be left flat. You can do, it's malleable, you can do anything with it.
Oh, it's stunning. I'll tell you what, it has not disappointed. And this is 3 whole meters. What's the width of it? Do you know?
Yeah, it's 63 mil. So which is
right,
like
okay.
2.5 inches.
Yeah, okay.
Which is standard for kind of our, like a lot of our wide ribbons, which we will be showing you later, are the same width. So it's in the same.
All ties in beautifully.
Yes, it all ties in beautifully.
Did you like that?
I love that.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Can I just say, first of all, we've been waiting for this ribbon since the day we met you and we launched. Thank you so much. It's absolutely stunning. It is obviously going very, very quickly indeed. I mean, who knew there was light up ribbon? Well, we didn't until Ribbonly. So many of you multi-buying. I totally get it. I think just do me a favour, will you message us in and tell us where you're thinking of putting your light up ribbon? Keep it clean. Well, we don't mind if you don't. Just send it in. We just possibly can't read it out, but we'll have a giggle.
We will.
But yeah, just share your makes. I can't wait for people to start sending it in saying they've just wrapped themselves in it. That'd be lovely. Yeah, absolutely. Right then, thank you so much for that, Karen. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Pleasure.
Do you want to see that? Obviously, this one here, which we've got My Fair Lady.
My Fair Lady.
As soon as you say My Fair Lady, you can absolutely. It's Audrey Hepburn, wasn't it? Was it
Yes,
Audrey Hepburn? Wasn't it? I
have
think
been,
My Fair. Was it I'm sure it was Audrey Hepburn. I'm sure it was. It was Julie Andrews on stage, and then I'm sure it was Audrey Hepburn in this thing. But inspired by the amazing My Fair Lady movie, and I think as soon as you see that black and white stripe.
Yeah, I absolutely love that black and white stripe ribbon. It is just stunning, and I like it because it really feels to me like it's Christmassy.
Yeah.
See, it's
yeah.
it's really good quality. It feels Christmassy, but without being classic red and green, which I love. And like the fold on this, you can literally fold this in like half, and it's just staying. So it's the wire in it is amazing.
I was just going to say, so it's got like a wire on each end.
Yeah. So it's wired each side, and they're really stiff wires. So it's very pliable. You can do lots with it. But I just love this black and white stripe.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, it's absolutely flying. I don't think I've got enough of it in stock.
Oh, really?
Genuinely, it is flying. It's been my most popular ribbon this season. And who'd have thought, because it's black and white, but it's kind of just really on trend and just alternative Christmas.
I think the thing about black and white is, well, you've got completely non-gender specific.
Yeah.
It's still incredibly neutral.
Yes.
I mean, and it's like some of us are like, I've got a black carpet in my lounge. So this would be absolutely perfect for me. And then you've got this beautiful black, what's that design called?
So this one is called Trellis.
Trellis, okay.
Because we had to Google what pattern this was, didn't we? And it turned out like this kind of a trellis pattern. I think it's a bit Baroque style.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I was kind of thinking it's got that Baroque kind of tile style. I think you can get tiles like this.
You can, absolutely, and floor tiles like that, very in at the minute, aren't they?
Very in. And I just love like the print. Again, beautifully wired. And this is a little softer.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, they're so... I never knew until meeting you, lovely pair, that you could get such a different array of really knockout, phenomenal quality ribbons.
Absolutely. And what I love about this is that actually the patterns clash. I love a clashing pattern.
Yeah.
And they're so on trend. You tend to find with the American trends that a lot of the patterns clash. That's the vibe they're going for, and that's what we want to incorporate into a lot of our wreaths.
Okay.
And I just think it creates a bit of interest and makes it a little bit more textural and exciting. And
Well, I'll tell you what as well, before we get to what's actually specifically in the kit, can we just go back slightly? Because obviously we haven't gone back to anybody that's not met Grace and Karen, mother and daughter from Ribbonley. How long does it, how do you go about putting a kit together like this? How do you find and get ribbon customised like this? That must be it's a big job, surely.
Yeah, it takes a long time, kind of getting lots of samples in, scouring the internet, speaking to lots of people. I spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to find this stuff. And it's just basically sourcing. I want to source stuff that you can't find in the UK.
That's a
Why would you want something which you can get elsewhere? I don't want you to walk into a big craft superstore and be able to buy this. So I just love different things.
Brilliant. You're getting something that's completely different to anywhere else. Nobody else is going to have it.
No.
So it means you're going to have something. You're going to be that house on the street if it's on your front door.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's going past and talking about.
Where's that from? Probably by the time it's on your door, you're going to go Ribbonley, but it's sold out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and one of the kits that we've got coming up in a bit, because there's 4 wreath kits this morning, one of them is actually can put outside when it can be rained on.
It can be rained on, yes.
Which one's that again?
That's the halo. But bits of the My Fair Lady has the waterproof material in.
Right, okay. Brilliant. So, in the kit...
Yes, in the kit.
Shall I move this over slightly so you've got a bit of room?
Yes.
There we go.
My Fair Lady does have a tendency to...
I've got her, don't worry.
She's got a mind of her own this morning.
I've got her, she's fine. She's
Great.
Fine. So what do we get, my lovely, in the kit?
Right, so we're going to start with... So I'm going to start with, this is the most important part of what comes in the kit, and that is the wiring. I don't know if can you see it all right there? So this is 18 inches. Now these are 18 inches.
It's not the biggest wreath you've ever done.
This is the biggest wreath we've ever done. This is a proper challenge, but actually it's very easy to make, but for us to be able to find these. Now, these are hard to find because these are not your normal wreaths. So what we normally have on our rings is basically just these like wire struts in between, but not as many rings in the middle. These have got 4 rings, and this is imperative. To make these wreaths, you have to have a 4-ring wreath ring.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, because yours are normally 2 that we've done previously.
they're normally 2.
Right, okay, yeah.
So a lot of people say, oh, I've got these at home. I'm pretty sure you don't. These are really hard to find, and to make these wreaths, you have to have the 4-wire wreaths, which is why it was a bit of a headache to get hold of them.
Oh, bless.
But, we had to do it. We had to do something for our amazing Hobbymaker people. So these have to be 4 wire rings to be able to make these.
Okay.
So that is the special part.
But we get that in the kit.
You get that in the kit,
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
You then get 2 rolls of deco mesh. So we call this one Ivory Dazzle, and this is basically, it's like a plasticky, plastic doesn't sound too nice, but it is. It's very...
Can I have a feel?
Yeah, go for it. So it's like a mesh with like a tinsel kind of line going through it.
Oh, just that tinsel line.
It is.
Yeah.
And basically, you can just, it comes on this big roll, 9 metres. 9 metres.
In each one?
10 yards in each roll.
Oh, gosh.
And then you can literally create these gorgeous texture with it. I mean, it's just stunning, and it just weaves beautifully into these rings. And it's just, you can just make the most amazing...
Wow. Oh, just when you move
shapes.
manipulate
I know, it is just beautiful, isn't it? So you get 2 rolls of those.
Gosh, that's 18 metres.
That's 18 metres. I know. So you get your deco mesh, you get then your gorgeous trellis wide ribbon. Now you get 10 metres on here. This is 2.5 inches wide, and this is a gorgeous wide ribbon. And Mum will show you in a bit on how to incorporate this into your wreath. And then again, the My Fair Lady, the piece de resistance, the black and white stripe, and you get that ribbon as well. So that is another 10-metre ribbon in there. And then, of course,
It's got, so you get the light up ribbon in
You
the
get
kit?
the light up ribbon in the kit. Now, at the minute, this is our only kit with light up ribbon in. So if you're thinking, I want a wreath, I want light up ribbon, then this is the kit for you. Alternatively, you can add light up ribbon.
Absolutely, for £12.99.
So for
Yeah.
£12.99.
Brilliant.
So super simple.
That is stunning, super. And that's the thing now, what about the cable ties?
You do get cable ties in there. Oh, hang on, I think they're hiding somewhere. Oh,
There they are.
they're here. So here are the cable ties, and they're just very simple. Now we've gone for kind of clear cable ties because there's nothing worse than seeing a big black chunky cable tie on your.
I didn't know they did those.
No, I
never
know.
knew.
I know. I think you bought like 15,000 of them, haven't you?
Oh, right. Have you got them all? Karen's got them all.
All in my ribbon room.
So
But that's what I love
super
about
simple.
you two, is the attention to detail.
Thanks.
Everything's about making it quality, a beautiful finish. You know, these ladies spend hours and hours and hours doing all this research, all this resourcing, so that the end result kick that you get to make these incredible, I mean, gosh, you're going to be the envy of everybody when you make these. And I also think these are a lovely gift to make, to give to other people. I just think this is, honestly, I think you've absolutely nailed these. They're
thank
beautiful,
you.
absolutely beautiful. And as I say, there's 3 more kits to come yet. So if I walk past that now and I saw that and I thought, if I don't have that creative flair, I'm not going to be able to do this. What would you say to me looking at that would make me go, do you know what? Yes, you can do it.
So number one, you don't need creative flair to make that, because we have taken all the creativity. We've done the difficult bits. We've researched how to make them. We will ply you with picture instructions. So
Look at
these are all
these.
numbered, and these are technique instructions. So you'll have pictures. This is for every single wreath basically has a set of these technique instructions, and it will show you different ways to do the wreaths. And then you're also going to have some written instructions. These are the My Fair Lady ones to go with that. So we've covered you on that basis. You're going to have a tutorial in the studio today, and we've got YouTube videos breaking down every technique. So this is foolproof.
Oh, I like
really
that.
is
See, now that's
foolproof.
the bit that makes me think, right, I'm okay. Foolproof. And the thing is as well, what is great to know about Hobbymaker, if you don't mind me saying, is because, I don't know about you, brain fog with me, we record all of our shows.
Yeah.
So again, if you want to revisit, go back, watch the demonstration that Karen's going to do in a moment. You've got all of the information, all of the details, everything in the kit, all of the beautiful, beautiful contents of the kit, the pictures, the words, everything, and today. But if you're thinking, okay, that's great, but what did Karen do on that day? I can't remember. Karen's also filmed a YouTube video themselves on their website, and you can rewatch our shows so that you haven't got to worry.
No.
At all. We've got you.
Yeah, and you know what, if you really get that stuck, and I'd be so surprised because there are so many different ways to be able to learn to do this. My email is on the website, just email me.
Brilliant.
And
And
I'll
there you
sort you
go.
out. So you really are covered.
I mean, to have access to Grace and to Karen, I mean, that's a massive deal, and that's what's so lovely about being a family business, isn't it? It's just incredible. Right then, my lovely. So I bet what you're thinking is, you're in. She's done it. All of the kit, sorry, I didn't even see the price tag then. All of the kit, all of the instruction, all of the demonstration, everything for the My Fair Lady on this huge American movie-inspired wreath, $49.99. That's it. Now, do you want to see it in action?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, we've just got a message coming in, if you don't mind. Is it? Oh, it's Margot. She said, good morning, lovely people. Good morning, sweet pea. Wouldn't your leftover bits of ribbon be brilliant card making? The only limit would be your imagination. That's a great point. Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
We do sell quite a lot of ribbon
You
to
do,
card
don't you?
makers. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. And also, sometimes at shows we'll sell just offcuts because we know people want just a little
Just
bit.
a
They don't
little
want
bit.
to buy the whole reel.
Yeah.
And just a little bit is just what they need for their project. So, yeah, but that's a
Absolutely.
Make a
really
little
good
bow.
point.
Yeah,
Thank you,
exactly.
Put it on your card.
Exactly.
Thank you,
Good on-
Margot.
Thank you, Margot. Right, Karen, lovely lady, can we please see a demonstration? We need to see this in action.
Okay, well, we're going to begin. I'm going to begin by showing you how to attach the lovely striped My Fair Lady ribbon to the wreath frame, and how we do what we call the pull-through technique.
Okay.
So it's really very simple. The ribbon I tend to put down on the floor because it's easier to work with that way, and you'll see why. So I'm just going to pop down there.
Okay.
You're basically working with a whole roll, so you don't need to do any cutting until the instructions tell you to. As Grace says, every wreath has got its own specific instructions because you can see that they're all different.
Yeah.
We've developed 8 so far, and they've all got different patterns to them. Only 2 or 3 techniques, but different patterns. So each wreath kit, for instance, this My Fair Lady wreath kit will have your own pattern in it, and then in the pattern it'll say refer to image 1, and that will be on your picture technique sheet. So it's all very, very simple. So to attach the ribbon, very, very simple. Take the end of it, just pinch it together like that, and I'm working underneath the frame. I like to work, start here at what I call, there's 9 sections on this frame, excuse me, and I like to start by one of the sections here, and I'm starting underneath the frame, and I'm attaching the ribbon to what I call circle 1. We've got circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, and we are working in between the gaps of those circles. So I've got the ribbon underneath, I pop my cable tie underneath like that, and I just push it through like that. I want to put it on nice and tightly, and that's how you begin. So that's all attached on, that's not going anywhere. Snip off the end, and then we're ready to do the pull through technique. And all you do for the pull through, well, I think it's a bit of a push and pull through technique actually. So you're working underneath the frame, you're always working underneath the frame, and I'm pushing through. Don't worry about this end bit because you won't see that. These wreaths are so fluffy, you don't see any ends really. I'm pulling it through, just untwisting that, and there I've got a loop.
Okay.
And if you want to know how big your loop should be, we tend to say if you can get your hand into it, then you know you're going to have a really nice substantial loop.
Oh, that's a good way to
So, so you know that you've got your 1 loop there ready and made, and then we are going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to hold on to that loop for now. What we don't want to do now is just pull and then pull that loop back through, because we're now going back up through the second gap. There we go.
It's like a weaving, really.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's just like weaving. It's really very simple. So I'm pulling through, just untwist it. There we go. Putting my hand in, so I know that's good. So, yeah, they match up nice and evenly.
Lovely.
And then guess what?
And through ring number 3.
Yeah, holding on to the previous 2 bows, you're just pulling through ring number 3. And you can see why it's nice to have it on the floor, because you want, or somewhere at least where it's free flowing. You don't want to be restricting it because you want to be able to pull it through nicely. So there you've got your 3 loops.
Okay.
And
How easy
you
is
see
that?
how lovely they're going
I'm with
to
you
look.
so far, yeah.
So you just carry on. So in My Fair Lady, the first thing it tells you to do is to fill 1 section of the frame.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm taking my ribbon and I'm just going back underneath to section 1, to the first circle. So exactly where I began before.
Right. Okay.
There we go, another loop. And again.
You can see why it's important to have the wire rings.
Yes,
It's all
yeah.
weaving.
You
Exactly,
can't do it
yeah.
without,
It keeps it all stabilised, doesn't it, and in
does.
position.
Yeah.
And then the third one. Now, these, because this is a lovely wired ribbon, you might think to yourself, oh, I could get away with just popping, I'm going to pull through a little bit more here just to make so that they look a bit more even. You could think to yourself, well, actually, I think I can get away with only doing two loops in that section.
Yeah.
But you could, but I think it would just be a little bit gappy. You don't want a gappy wreath. We don't like gappy wreaths.
We don't like gappy wreaths.
So what I would tend to do here is just push along a little. Don't worry if you're you think, oh, I'm spoiling my loops. There's plenty of time to fluff those out.
Yeah.
But then for the last part of the section, just go back again. So you can see it really is, honestly. I mean, I was making them watching telly, sort of watching things on my computer, because it's that simple. Once you've got the technique, you don't really need to be concentrating too hard. No. But as you can see here, I've almost filled one section.
And that's quick.
Yeah, so it's...
I was just going to say, how quickly have you made one of these, Karen?
Oh, certainly. I mean, you can make one in a couple of hours, no problem.
They're quicker than our bow wreaths.
Yes,
Wow.
but also because the deco mesh, particularly the ones that have got lots of deco mesh in, it's so voluminous.
Yeah.
That really, it doesn't take long at all to
It's beautiful.
fill it. So there you are. You see, you've got your section. Your section is full there.
Yeah.
See the back of it.
Okay.
And that your section is nice and full. And all you would do then is trim off and attach with a cable tie to. So that's your one section.
So that's
done.
section done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish off like you started. Pinch it together.
Yeah. Cable tie.
Cable tie. That's that section
it.
done.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then you would move on to the deco mesh. So I think what I'll do is I'll just snip this off.
Okay.
And I'm not going to bother cable tying it because you've seen me do it.
Yep. Great.
And I will work on a different part of the wreath just so that you've got a clearer picture of it.
Okay.
But in the pattern, it tells you to start next to
Yeah. Okay.
the licorice.
That deco mesh is
Right, so yeah, same principle. This I'm popping onto the floor. It's exactly the same technique. This has got a little bit more of a mind of its own. You know what? You can show it who's boss. So I'm just pinching it together, just as you did with the ribbon, and just as you do with the ribbon. So here, as I say, I'm just starting in a different gap so that you can see properly.
Okay.
And again, I'm starting on one of these sections here, and then I'm going underneath. I've got the cable tie the wrong way around, that's it. And I'm attaching to circle 1. Like that. There we go. Nice and tight. I tend to use older scissors for cutting the cable ties so that we don't spoil any fabric scissors. I'm just going to trim that.
Could I ask a question, Karen? How long has this deco mesh been in existence? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a very American thing.
Yeah.
It's not been used widely in the UK,
No.
but it is used in the UK, but certainly it's not widely used, and it's
No.
something that we really wanted to bring to the market. So
It's used a lot in the floristry industry, so
Right,
that's where it came through. And the reason it was used in the floristry industry is that it is waterproof because it is plastic coated. So you can leave this outside and it shouldn't damage. So, but it is fantastic. It's a form of ribbon, and we love our mesh ribbons, as you know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them, but it's just fantastic because it can be manipulated into so many different ways.
I'm thinking like in fascinators it would
Yeah.
be fab, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. In bouquets, if you want it on your table, you could weave it in and out of kind of your candles, your
Just thinking
centerpiece.
that just wrapped around a cracker or a napkin or...
It's just
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Absolutely. Sorry, Karen, I just...
no, it's fine. Well, it's just nothing different really. All you're doing is you're just doing the push through and pull through method. Now, I tend to try and squeeze it together like it's a ribbon because otherwise it's too wide to work with.
Yeah.
But all I'm doing is pushing the first loop through, and you can see why we say, you know, these wreaths are easy to make because it's the same technique.
Yeah.
I'm pulling through. Make sure that you can get your hand in, like that. Hold on to your loop and push through again and pull through. It's important to make sure that you're definitely pulling the whole width of the deco mesh through.
Because it is wide, isn't it?
It
How
is
wide is it?
25 centimetres.
Wow.
And then through the
Wide.
third gap.
But that's what helps to create that voluminous look and that fluffy look.
There we are. So all I'm doing is just literally pulling through
Okay.
loops. And there are my 3 loops, and you can have a bit of a fluff at this point. I mean, there's plenty of time for doing your fluffing at the end.
That's the best funny bit, isn't
Yeah.
it? We all want to get to that bit, don't we?
Just by pulling what's, you know, essentially just a piece of flat, wide ribbon in a way, you can make these beautifully pillowy loops. I mean, they really, they do add a real touch of luxury, don't they? And again, to move on, you just do exactly the same. So I'm holding onto the deco. I've got those loops now nice and firmly. I don't want to pull them all through. And I just go back to the gap between circle 1 and circle 2.
Now, because that's so wide, Karen, is that going to be a 2 section or 3?
I still put 3 in.
Do you?
Oh, yes, definitely.
You generous lady.
Well, I just think, it just gives it that touch of luxury. It really does. I mean, you could get away with it, and it's entirely up to you.
No, we don't.
No,
We don't wanna
absolutely
scrim.
not. You want it to look lovely.
We want the wow factor.
And it's
You
still
do
only
want the
£50,
wow.
£49.99.
Exactly.
So,
Worth every penny.
Absolutely.
so you can see really, and you would just continue on in that way. You would just fill each gap, and then I would go and do I don't know how much more you want me to do because I know we've got other wreaths
I
to
could
go
sit and
through.
watch you do all that all day. I've got to be honest, I really
It's
could.
literally just feeding it through and then sort of fluffing it out. And obviously you're following the pattern on your particular wreath. Sometimes you fill one section, sometimes it'll say fill the equivalent of 1.5 sections, sometimes it'll say fill 3 sections. You obviously just follow the pattern. Or you can just buy the kit and, you know,
Freestyle.
go, freestyle,
Exactly.
go for it.
I'm waiting for the but. I'm waiting for the bit that I can't do. There isn't one, is there?
No. And that's the main technique is the pull through for all of these. I'm going to show you also how to make the cruffle, and I'm also going to show you how to make the burlap spot where you're just using 2 ribbons at the same time.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's as simple as that.
Fabulous.
It's as simple as that.
That was do you know what? Finally, instead of buying and spending a fortune of hundreds of pounds in my favourite warehouse on their not as nice as these, Wreath, I can treat myself to one of these today. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
Right then, so this one here.
Yes.
This is our most affordable one of all the wreaths.
This is our
today,
most
isn't it?
affordable one.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the burlap spot.
love that
And
name.
would you mind passing me the
I
ingredients?
do not mind. Do you want to do swapsy?
Shall we do
Oh,
swapsy?
sorry, I'm flicking you.
We'll do
Oh,
swapsy.
well, we'll do swapsies, my darling. There you
So
go.
I am
Flower.
super excited about the ribbons in this wreath.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with my favourite. And again, this was specially designed for Ribbonly because I wanted something glittery. I wanted it wired and I wanted it in dark green. I don't want anything, you know, too bright.
Yeah.
And it was I couldn't find it. So I designed it and I got it made.
Wow.
So again, this is an exclusive to Ribbonly, and this kit is obviously exclusive to Hobbymaker today. This is a 63mm, so again 2.5 inches, 10-metre reel, and it is this gorgeous satin ribbon with these gold dots, and they're like glittery. I just love glitter.
Oh, don't we all?
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that's glorious.
I mean, it's just so classically Christmas, and again, like the wire in this, I was so excited when I received these. I mean,
how do you feel when you've designed your own ribbon and then it turns up on a reel?
very excited.
bet you do.
Very excited.
It's exciting.
So super exciting with the ribbony packaging as well. But it's just, I just love this ribbon. I think it's my new favourite ribbon.
Really?
It's just absolutely stunning. It's super, super classy.
It is super classy.
Super
It's like
classy.
you two girls.
Oh, thank you. So I love that. And then paired, so that's quite glammy, you know, a little bit more glamorous and jazzy. And then you've got something very simple, which is burlap. And I love the contrast between the glitter and the satin with then this kind of very natural burlap.
Yeah.
Natural is incredibly in and coming up for spring next year. Everyone's going mad for that natural trend. So you will be ahead of the seasons already.
Absolutely, yeah.
But this is, again, wired, gorgeous burlap. And this, again, is a really big roll. Like, this is the biggest roll we've had.
And how long is that one?
Again, 10 metres.
10 metres. I'm just wondering, if you look into there, and I don't know whether this is something you've thought about, I'm sure you have, but could you stitch into there?
Yes, you
It
probably
looks like you
could. It
could,
looks a
doesn't
bit
it?
like the...
Like a cross-stitch type
yes,
thing?
you probably could. If you do, please let us know because I would be very keen to see.
I'm just thinking of, like, if you did a one for your front door and you wanted to put your house number in it,
Oh my God, yeah.
because we do seed beads and things, you see, on Jewellery Maker. So I'm thinking, all of our seed beaders, we've got Monica on Jewellery Maker on Thursday morning, she would stitch into that and do a whole pattern of either
Amazing.
initials or a door number or,
Yes.
you know, I'm just thinking that would be a nice thing to do as well, wouldn't
A
it?
little Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
Love that. If it's a gift, you can stitch in
Exactly,
their name.
yeah.
So you've
Oh,
got the
sorry,
burlap, and then you have got
yes.
our favourite gold dust. Now, we brought this on at the last show, and I think we nearly sold out.
Yeah.
People are going absolutely crazy for it, and you can see why. It's this stunning cobweb style gold ribbon. It's glittery, it's mesh, and it's soft.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, when you look at that, I wish you could have feely vision. Because when you look at that, you think it's going to be really scratchy, you think it's going to be really tough and hard and not pleasant to... Honestly, you could wear that as like a bracelet.
Yeah.
It's so soft.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it's and you know it's great. Again, you might have some bit left over, so you can put it on your wedding cake. There's so
Cards
many
again,
different
that's-
cards,
yeah,
as Margot
absolutely.
said.
But that round a pillar candle and round your Christmas cake again, it looks
Yes,
stunning.
Or as you quoted on the last show, around your toilet seat.
Oh, don't. No, joking. I'm just saying, you know, just one wrapped over your toilets, and, you know, your lid, not your seat, your lid.
Right, okay.
You know, I mean, come on. See, that'd be a bit awkward. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
So
And you
we
get the
love love this. And you get, of course, you get the 18-inch wreath ring, and you also get a set of clear cable ties as well. And that's all you need to make this. And I think Karen here is about to demo.
And we get the instructions again.
Of course,
everything
instructions,
again.
picture instructions, written instructions, YouTube instructions,
Everything.
today's demo, everything.
Everything you need, everything. I'll tell you what, we are going to be, we cannot wait for your share, you make images to come in on these. And these kits are going really, really, really quickly. I also would definitely be topping up on the light up ribbon.
Yeah.
At
You could just
$12.99.
weave a bit in there as
Oh,
well.
Yeah, 100%. So then, my lovely, so this is $44.99. The other kits are $49.99. So there's this is the most affordable one to do, and they're all unique in their own way. So could you show us, Karen, how we do this one, lovely?
Yeah, well, yeah, I certainly can. As you can see, I've already begun because it's exactly the same technique that I showed you before. So I've basically attached the 2 ribbons. So to make the burlap spot, you attach 2 ribbons at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So there they are, both attached to circle 1. I've trimmed off the ends of the cable tie, and I've begun by working with our lovely festive polka spot. And I've made my 2 loops, just measuring those to make sure that they're the same length. And then I'm pulling the 3rd one through, like that. It's beautiful, this ribbon. I just love the green. It's very traditional. This is quite a, this wreath is perhaps for people who like the more traditional, whereas the black and cream is more contemporary.
My Fair Lady one,
This is a bit more traditional. And so then
This makes me think of like a Christmas Carol, the Dickens
absolutely. Yes, it is. So I've made my 3 loops there, and then I'm not going to do anything with those. So I might just hold on to them slightly to pull them out of the way, and I'm going to now start working with the burlap. So again, it's just pulling through. And it might seem like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but that's just because I want to show you how you carry on once you've done you've put your first 2 set of loops on, because you do not have to cut this ribbon until you get right to the end of the frame. So there's no attaching and once you've attached, you're in. And you don't need to actually cut it until you get to the end and reattach it with a cable tie.
There's no faffing, is there?
There's no faffing. No, we don't like faff at Ribbonly.
No, we don't do any faff.
We've got any time for faff.
No faffing.
So there we are. We've got our 2 loops, but as we said before, we don't like a gappy wreath. So what I would do now is I would just push these along again a bit. As I say, don't worry, because you've got plenty of time at the end for making everything look beautiful. But just to show you what you would next do, so I'm holding these 6 loops. I'm going back to the green, because obviously it's alternate ribbons. So I'm going, now again, you can see I'm going underneath. There's no going over the top at all. So I'm taking the ribbon and I'm going underneath, and I'm just going back to that first gap between circle 1 and 2, if I can get hold of it. There we are. Pull it through, and you just carry on like that.
So easy.
And of course, once I'd filled these 3 loops, I would then be taking this burlap and going underneath, doing exactly the same.
So here's my question.
Go on.
That might be difficult to do because you've only done that one section, but once you've got to the end, now this is the bit that I think, it's like when you're in the hairdressers, right? They've cut your hair, you get home, the hair's still the same length, and they blow dry it like you would never believe, and then you can't get it to look like that again. So if I did that bit, I'm comfortable with. I know I can do that bit, I'm good with that bit, I'm feeling really confident. How do you then make it look all like that and like that?
Well,
what do you do?
You just continue, excuse me, you just continue like this all the way around. Until it's full. And then you would just, obviously, you would snip off and you would attach your cable ties so that the ribbon's going nowhere. Then, obviously, you'd have some time to prettify they're wired, so you can basically tell them where you want them to sit. So you can just spend your time fluffing it out. We like that word, fluff.
So it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to.
This is really quick.
Too messing with it at the end.
Because
it looks fabulous anyway.
But as you can see in the burlap spot wreath, we've also got some embellishments. We've added some of our gold dust. So I'll quickly show you how to do one of those. So I'm just going to pop this down here now.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted because they don't look easy.
No.
No, they
all.
don't. No, but you can see it's just literally just pulling through the gaps between the circles. Just a push and a pull through. That's all it is.
Again, it's the
I've only
quality
got
of the ribbon.
Absolutely.
one more technique to show our main technique, which is making the cruffle for our other two wreaths, and that's even easier. So to make your embellishments, which we've got in, I think they're certainly in three of the wreaths today. All you do is you cut some of our lovely gold dust ribbon to about 25 centimetres, entirely up to you. You can always cut it down if it's a little bit long once you've got it in place. You just cut 2 lengths, you pop it on a cross like that, you take your take your trusty cable tie, crusty cable tie.
Let me just assure you, Karen and Grace, I'm not sending you crusty cable ties. They're not.
And you take your trusty cable tie.
That's it now, that's stuck, hasn't it?
Yeah, it will.
Your crusty cable
And
tie.
so as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm feeding the cable tie underneath the cross. I'm going diagonally. Oh, naughty cable tie, it's come through the hole.
Because it's crusty.
Yeah, and I'm just,
Pesky,
you've got to
crusty
pinch
cable
it a little bit in the middle, look, because obviously it's wide, this ribbon. I'm pulling loosely. I'm not pulling really tight. I mean, you can see how easy this is. Honestly, it's so easy. Yeah, that looks all about even, so I'll pull a little tighter, like that. Snip off the end of the cable tie. You won't see that because once you get it in amongst your beautiful, luxurious wreath, you actually, what happens next is you'll be popping that into your wreath. I'll show you. Yeah. So basically what we're going to do now is I would trim off the ends. That's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You could just make a nice leaf shape. You could just cut it on a diagonal like that.
Swallowtail it.
Or, you could swallow. What did you say to me last night, Grace?
Well, I called it a snake tongue.
She said,
I see. I would know what a snake tongue was before a swallowtail.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
It's the country girl in me, you see. It's a swallowtail. But basically, you would just cut whichever technique you like.
Put
And
a triangle out if you don't know what it means.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's the Brummy version. Karen was like, what is that?
What language is she speaking?
If I pull this back
Yes,
up.
please.
So what you would be doing now is taking another cable tie and just, you can pop them wherever you want. You know, it's entirely up to you because I know everybody who watches is very crafty and resourceful. So, and people have their own ideas of what they think is lovely. So I'm just popping this cable tie underneath. So you just got to basically separate the layers. I'm just popping it through like that. And then
Oh, I see.
that goes on top. Like that.
So
and
it
then
just disappears in any way, doesn't it?
yeah, you don't see it. You don't see it because there's so much volume.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you just pull this out so you can get the benefit of.
Gosh, that.
I mean, obviously, you've done the ends all differently there,
Springs
but it just gives it that extra little bit of wow, doesn't it? So the embellishments do add a little bit of extra to it.
Oh, that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, if you want to add in the wonderful, can you believe, light up ribbon. Light up ribbon. Light up ribbon. It's the best thing ever. I'll tell you what, every single person needs a bit of that in their life.
Yes.
£12.99 now. It's for 3 metres of light up ribbon.
Yeah.
The light up ribbon doesn't just flash, does it?
No, it doesn't just flash. We've got 3 settings. We'll recap. We've got, I think that's slow flash. We've got static. And then we've also got fast flash.
So, Jo, can we just go through those one more time?
So we've got fast flash.
Yep. Nice.
Medium flash.
Yeah.
And static. So, just the lights without any flashing. So up to you, what kind of mood you're in.
Exactly.
is how much flashing you want.
Great. Now, can we talk through how long it lasts as well? Now, you've had it on for how long?
I had on, so I wanted to test it out. So I've done lots of little experiments at home, and I did for 7 days, 24 hours, every single day, on at night. I decorated my dog's cage with it.
Did you? Oh, that's a nice
Yeah, it
idea.
was quite cute, and it lasted. I didn't eat it, and that lasted for 7 days.
7
Just
days.
full, not turned off at all. 7 days constant.
But is it one of those? Is it one of those units where you can't replace the batteries?
Nope, you can replace the batteries.
Are they expensive?
No, you can get
Right.
20 for £2 on Amazon.
Now what we didn't touch on is how many did they take?
3. It's just 3 small batteries in it.
3 small batteries.
3 small batteries.
Ah, are they easy to change?
Very easy, very, very easy. It's just
Don't
got a
need-
little spring, just slot them in.
Ah.
Take them out.
20 for £2 on that Big River website. Do you know what number they are or anything?
I think they're. It's got a G in it. Is it IAG?
Can we have a look at that later on?
Yeah,
I can always
absolutely,
put that. We can always put
absolutely.
that out there because we need to know which ones to look for.
Yeah.
So, the Christmas luxury wired ribbon we've got coming up as well. Boxes, but oh, they're there. Sorry, I couldn't see them then. Oh yeah. Oh, please get these out.
Yeah. So
Please get these out.
yeah, the green spot we had earlier, and we've also got a red, which is in another one of our wreaths. So that's going to be available.
So if we're going to start, which one, Laura? Sorry, darling. The Christmas wired ribbon. Should we start with that one? Can I move that out of your waist?
Get out of the
sweetie?
way.
Let's
Of
get rid of them
course.
crusty cable ties, Karen.
Those crusty cable ties.
They're not crusty. They're not crusty. They're anything but. They're the most beautiful cable ties I've seen.
So we've seen the green spot. So let's go straight on to the exciting bit. This red and gold wired jacquard ribbon is absolutely stunning. I love this. And again, we got this especially designed. I wanted this kind of jacquard print, and I wanted it in a certain colour, and I wanted it in this foil. And again, I can't seem to find anything I like that's on the market. It all has to be custom designed. I'm very picky, and it's amazing. This
glad you
wire is this wire is stunning. You can manipulate it in any kind of way you want. I mean, look, I've kind of just concertinaed it. It is just super wired and malleable and flexible. It comes on 10-metre rolls, and it's just stunning. Like, this is just so beautiful. It's a bit vintagey, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's got that vintage, old school style vibe.
Yeah, it's what you see in all the big stately homes in the wallpaper trim and stuff,
absolutely,
isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely.
that's glorious.
It is just stunning, and again, it's satin, so it's soft.
Oh, super
So
soft.
you've got that wire, which is really structured, and then you've got that soft satin in the
We've
middle.
got like a nice sheen to it
Yeah,
as well. Oh,
yeah. So it's just super luxurious. Now these are
10
wired.
metres.
You get 10 metres.
Okay.
They're 2.5 inches wide. So this is wide ribbon. We were asked so much for this last year, so of course we brought it out. We love your suggestions. But this is absolutely stunning, and it is $29.99. You get 20 metres. It's wide. It's really hard to get hold of in this quality.
Right, okay.
So this quality is so much better than you see in these big warehouses.
Absolutely.
We don't like anything cheap and nasty. We like beautiful quality.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just
Pure
look at the
luxury.
way that is just naturally curling off the reel.
Now, you just said that was 10 metres, so which is the other 20 metres? Do you get that as well?
Here we go, the green spot we had earlier, and that's a beautiful picture. So the green spot we had earlier, which we showed, which is in our burlap wreath, we've also got it in this collection. There is 10 metres again on this reel, so it's 20 metres in total.
Brilliant.
And this is a glitter spot. So you've got one gold foil and one glitter. So you've got 2 different luxurious metallic textures in there.
Awesome. Now, this is also... I'm sure, now, can I just ask girls, if somebody makes one of these before I forget, Angel Policy, can they sell?
Yes.
Great, wonderful. So I'm thinking if you let's say go for the burlap spot wreath at $44.99, and you go in with that lovely the burlap, and you go for that beautiful green spot, but you want to add in a bit of red.
Yeah.
You can mix it and add in other ribbons if you bought this to go with that.
Yeah,
can't you?
absolutely.
Yeah,
If you've got your own DIY idea, then go for it.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
yeah.
If you want to add a bit of light-up ribbon, if you want to do a different style of wreath, we've got another idea. This with the light-up ribbon. Let's just do it. You know, we've just got like this.
I'm just thinking it goes so lovely, doesn't it, with the red?
You've just, absolutely. You've just got like some really beautiful concoctions here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So the gauges, the lengths, everything else, these
Yeah.
are great to intersperse with all of the different kits
Yeah.
if you want to mix up your colourway a little bit.
Absolutely.
But you could tie them into bows and put them on the ends of the boughs of your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would look
They,
great.
they could go around gifts. I mean, it's not just for wreaths.
No, of course it
You can
isn't.
get a beautiful vase of flowers, your Christmas flowers.
That's a nice
Pop it around your
idea.
poinsettia
Yeah.
bowl, you know,
Yeah.
there's lots of ways.
Lots
that you
of
could-
different
yeah.
ways, aren't
And in
there?
your Christmas tree as well, if you're going for that kind of traditional, again, basically I cut it into about 30 centimetre lengths and then I like a C shape and just pop it in and out the branches. So that's just going to be coming out your
yeah.
tree, and then you could do a light up ribbon bow on the top.
Yeah.
So you could have a light up, you could do a ribbon tree and then put some baubles in. I did it last year and it looked stunning.
Wow. I'm just thinking with that light up ribbon again, I'm just thinking about, you know, like when you go to see in like lovely cottages and things, and they've got this sort of open wire metal headboards.
Yeah.
And then they've got fairy lights going through them. You could just have those as going through as well. It look fabulous.
It would look amazing.
Yeah.
Love that.
Absolutely. Now the next one, the next box of ribbon, that was $29.99. That's for 20 metres. Wait until you see the next set. If we can show the next set.
Let's go for it.
Grace, it's glorious.
So these were super popular. Our ornamental collections have always been like sellouts, and I think we had to like on our first show when we brought them on with you, we had to restock them.
They sold out in minutes.
Yeah, they did. And these basically, we've brought the ornamental collections. We've got all three of our leaves. We've got our silver leaf. Oh, why are you off to Snowflake? We've got our silver leaf.
Yeah.
We've got our gold leaf, so we've got silver and gold. And we then also got this leaf in dark green, which
Beautiful.
in pine. So we've had all of these in separate collections, but never together.
No.
And then also, I love this, these little snowflakes. Favourite. How cute. I'm thinking card making.
Yes.
Going back to Margot's comment, I'm
Yep.
thinking you could put this on a card, it would look stunning.
Wouldn't
You
it?
could put it around a cake. I mean, this ribbon, as I've said, can go in any craft.
And I was going to say, you could just, each one of those can just be snipped off, can't it? And used individually.
You could use it as individuals,
Yeah.
you could just use it as a big reel of snowflakes. And they're like a felt, which I love. It's kind of give me Scandi.
Oh, it's really soft.
Yeah, there's kind of like the Scandi Nordic vibe.
Yeah.
Like a felt. If you wanted,
They're
you
lovely.
could glue it and then glitter on top of it if you
I'm
wanted.
just going to say, you
go
could
for-
put some glitter on, definitely, yeah.
So there's so many different things you could do with it, and I just think this collection is gorgeous. You can put these into wreaths, cards, cakes.
Oh, yeah.
Presents, they look lovely, just knotted into a wreath or on a present.
Glitter, can I show here? Look,
Yeah,
I don't know whether
go
that's
for it.
coming through. Let me just pop this out in front of you. They are so glittery, the leaf designs look. Mega glitter look. Let me see.
just
Really
stunning.
sparkly. Covered in glitter.
And so
Absolutely
delicate.
Gorgeous, yeah.
And the
Oh,
glitter is
love
woven in as well, it's part of the fabric.
Right, okay.
So you'll not be covered in glitter like I am today.
We don't mind that, though.
I would love to be
We
covered in
don't mind
glitter.
that.
There's worse
We
things
don't
to be
mind that
covered
at all. So you get all 4 reels. Gosh, that's a good price.
Yeah, $19.99 for all 4 reels, which is,
Sorry, can you talk me through the lengths again?
so you get 35 metres, you get 10 metres
wow.
on each of these, and you get 5 metres on the snowflakes. But I mean,
Right.
I've never counted how many snowflakes, and I'm not going to do it today.
Grace,
because it
come
might
on.
bore you.
You can't
But-
get the stuff, Karen.
No, I know.
Fancy
You're
not
saying it all
counting
along,
snowflakes.
Zena.
I'll fire myself and go on holiday. But you can literally say cut all the individual snowflakes off because you have got a little gap in between.
Exactly.
I like that idea.
I love that idea. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Perfect. So £19.99 for all 4. You've got the beautiful glittery leaf in the silver. You got, and again, it's this lovely sort of. It's a matte tone on the gold, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Really
It's got a
pretty.
little bit of sparkle in it, but it is like, as you say, matte gold, which is just really classy. We call this one Olympia. It's kind of giving me those Roman vibes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ancient Greece. I
Julius
just
Caesar would have
love
rocked that,
this.
wouldn't he? Exactly. Yeah, where it's a headdress, she's sorted.
there you
It's
go.
just absolutely adorable.
There you go.
Gorgeous. Right then, my lovelies, coming up, we're going to grab a little tiny short break. But coming up afterwards, I know we have had so many messages coming in on these brand new, epic, Hollywood-esque. I mean, my goodness me, have you ever seen The Holiday? That lovely movie.
Love
with Kate
that
Winslet.
movie.
and
I wanna
Jude
live in
Law
that
and-
cottage.
Oh, that cottage, yeah. That's the kind of, but the one where she goes out to LA, is it in Hollywood or wherever she is? That would be the posh one, wouldn't it?
Yes.
These are glorious. And for the money of these wreath kits, they're phenomenal. And you've got them forever. That's the beauty. Right then, my lovelies. So after the break, we have got these two amazing kits coming up for you. Is there any of the light up ribbon left? There is still a few of the light up ribbon that we've launched today. But after the break, we've got both kits coming up. And what was it you were saying, lovely Ollie? Oh, my goodness me. You wait until you see what's happening this afternoon as well, if you don't mind just me saying. It is the 14th, and that is saying something, the 14th birthday of Hunky Dory today. And we have got the phenomenal Anne-Marie coming in. And I feel like every single item practically this afternoon to celebrate their 14th birthday, huge achievement in the crafting world, is pretty much brand new. So you are going to have a field day this afternoon. But please join us after the break, for especially the Halo wreath, because my goodness me, everybody's been messaging in about that one. And we'll get another lovely demo off our lovely mummy Karen as well. See you in a minute.
My name is Anne-Marie and I am the creative manager at Hunky Dory Crafts. Hunky Dory are the UK's premier papercraft manufacturer, and we design and manufacture all of our papercraft goodies back at home in Preston. We do lots of papercraft products as well as moonstone dies. We have our Prism range of colouring mediums like watercolour pencils, alcohol markers, waterbrush pens, and we also have our very own range of stamps called For the Love of Stamps. We're really looking forward to bringing you all of our brand new product launches as well as our inspirational demonstrations, which we just know the audience love.
Here at Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Hobbymaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670, Freesat Channel 807 and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone.
My name is Anne-Marie and I am the creative manager at Hunky Dory Crafts. Hunky Dory are the UK's premier papercraft manufacturer, and we design and manufacture all of our papercraft goodies back at home in Preston. We do lots of papercraft products as well as moonstone dies. We have our Prism range of colouring mediums like watercolour pencils, alcohol markers, waterbrush pens, and we also have our very own range of stamps called For the Love of Stamps. We're really looking forward to bringing you all of our brand new product launches as well as our inspirational demonstrations, which we just know the audience love.
It couldn't be easier to watch Hobbymaker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube, so you can watch at home or on the go.
Let's do it. Gin. I love Australia, but Turkey. Cow canning turkey. I need to go back. It's my heartbeat. A cat. I love my cats. Sleep all day, get looked after, get fed, go to sleep again, get snuggles, go to sleep again, eat again. Cat. Never seen The Godfather. Night in, because I'm old. Pyjamas, big glass of gin, cats, husband, night in. Torn, Natalie and Bruglia.
You give us that one?
No, can't do it. I'm torn, I'm already. No, can't even do that again. I can't even do that. That's horrendous.
Our call centre is based in the UK and available 24/7. Just call 0800 001 4433 or email help@hobbymaker.co.uk.
If you want to search our website for your favourite brands, simply go to hobbymaker.co.uk, click on Brands, And you'll find all your favourite items all in one place. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Excuse me for this, girls, but halo. Did you get it?
That was quick.
Hey. You might be thinking, what are you talking about, Zena? This wreath, have you ever, I can't look, I'm having to stand on my tiptoes to get over it. Have you ever seen anything so utterly beautiful? And I just said to Grace and her mum, and I just said, excuse me, Karen, you don't get the baubles, do you? She went, yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
They've put the baubles in as well. Just before we carry on, if you were not with us first thing this morning, my goodness me, we are going to light up your life right now with the most incredible creation we've ever heard of.
Light
Grace
up ribbon.
and Karen have sourced actual light up ribbon, and it doesn't just do the one flash, it does static.
We'll do fast flash, and then we've got kind of an intermittent flash.
Yep.
And then we've got just like the plain, if you just want to have that subtle Christmassy glow.
Honestly, I just want to get that home. I just want to get that home and have an absolute field day with that.
Yes.
But like you said, do you know what would be lovely as well? If you just, because there's 3 meters of this could be a garland for your staircase. This could be over your mantelpiece. This could be, but the other thing I've just thought about, if you, special presents, that big special present, because there's 3 meters. You know, like if you just got like a big vase.
Yeah.
Put it on your stairs. I've got like a wraparound staircase. Not wraparound, but it goes around a corner.
Yeah.
And you just put it in a vase and just turn it on and have it on your stairs.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, that would look lovely on your
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Be nice, or just in a like in a nice vase or a bowl on your coffee table amidst the potpourri.
Oh, very
Hey?
nice.
Just saying.
And it is wired as well. So earlier at 6 o'clock this morning, if you weren't up to join us, we showed you how to make a floppy bow out of
But you
this.
can watch it again.
You can watch it again. You get onto the internet.
Yep. Go
And
onto
you can find a Hobbymaker.
Watch it again.
But you can knot it. You can cable tie it. Just because it's got lights in it doesn't mean you can't. You've got to leave it flat.
Don't cut it.
Don't cut it.
Don't cut it.
Don't cut it. Please don't cut it, because there is a wire going through this, and if you cut it, it won't light up.
Now, just as well, if you're thinking, okay, those batteries are going to go really quickly, can you just revisit how long you've had it on?
Yeah.
And before it even thought about stopping?
I had it on for 7 days, and I didn't turn it off at all for 7 days.
7 days solid.
And I had to carry it around with me because we were at a show at the NEC, so I had to take it with me there, and I had to take it home. It's literally travel around in my bag. And that's how I know that it was on for 7 days.
7 days solid. And then, oh, bless you. And then I turned around, I said to our lovely Grace, I said, yeah, but the thing is, I said, the first thing I think about when I'm buying, because I buy the lights that go in the bottles, in your gin bottle and all that. And you're thinking, is that going to be the expensive bit? How many batteries does it take? Is it 3?
It takes 3 batteries,
Okay.
3 small batteries.
But I bet they're the ones that are like the coin ones are an absolute fortune.
Nope. You can get them, you can get for £2, you can get 20 on Amazon.
20 for £2.
I think you can even get like even more. I think those, I've gone for like medium range quality, but I think you could probably get even more. Like they are low cost batteries, because if you're going to put quite a few of these in your tree, you don't have to be changing batteries every day.
Exactly, so you won't have to. But the thing is as well, so we're talking 20 batteries for £2, so you're just going to have a field day. Right then, now this one is called, other websites are available for your batteries, obviously, and you might even be able to do that thing where you do the subscribe and save and you get extra money off. That might be an option.
Absolutely.
Right then, so now this one. Now I've got a porch that's open, but it's got like the little canopy, like a canopy porch, you know, so it's kind of sheltered, but it's still a little bit exposed.
Yes.
How much do I have to worry about the halo going on my front door in that situation?
You don't, because it is made of deco mesh, and deco mesh is like coated in plastic. It's used a lot by florists, and obviously flowers, lots of bouquets of flowers are left outside, and it is just, oh my God, look at that in the TV.
Look at that.
Oh, it's just stunning. And you don't need to worry about halo because it is all deco mesh. Got a little bit of mesh ribbon, but predominantly all deco mesh, and so it will be fine in the rain because it's
that'll be fine outside.
Yes.
Even better.
Absolutely.
So, waterproof as well.
Waterproof.
And you get the baubles, you get everything you need.
You get the pipe cleaners, so you also get the ring.
Do you want to go through the whole
Shall
kit?
we go through the kit?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me move out the way. I'll move this a little bit so you can see everything.
Okay, I'm just going to put the light up just here.
Yeah, okay.
So, if you are new to joining us, we were discussing in the last one about this amazing 18-inch wire ring. Now, this is quite a difficult ring to get hold of in the UK because it is 4 rings. And my mum will show you how basically to weave the ribbon through in a minute.
Brilliant.
So it's really important you get one of these in the kit, and you get 3 deco mesh rolls, and there are 9 metres, so 10 yards, but 9 metres on each roll. They're 25 centimetres in length, and you're getting this gorgeous cosmic gold, we've called this one, and it is like white with this gold, like streams going through it.
It's proper tinsel, isn't it?
It is tinsel.
Yeah.
That's all it is tinsel. And then we've got this one, which we called gold bullion, and this is just a beautiful gold, and it's just got these, again, gold tinsel lines going through it. And they're just
stunning.
so pillowy.
They are, aren't they? And they're just,
And they, yeah, exactly. That's all you want to do, isn't it?
You just want to, don't you?
I could just jump into
Yeah.
it. And they're just amazingly malleable. I mean, you can just fold it up. And look at that. It looks a bit like a tulip or something
Doesn't
like that.
it?
It's just really
Make lovely
beautiful.
colour lilies with these as well, couldn't you? Yeah.
Absolutely. So there's lots of things you can do with deco mesh, but we have put them into Wreath today.
Wonderful to get 20, so that's 27 metres in total.
Yes,
for
you get
deco mesh.
quick
Great,
maths.
okay.
Quick
Yep.
maths. And then you're also getting the gold dust. Now, we did show this on our last show on Hobbymaker, and I'm pretty sure it nearly sold out.
Yeah.
It's this gorgeous gold cobweb, and it's just covered in glitter, gold glitter. I mean, say no more, gold glitter. You got me?
We're happy.
We're happy. And then, because we're not going to make you go and find your own baubles, we have provided you with these gorgeous baubles. You get a glitter, because of course everyone knows I love glitter. You get a metallic, and you get a matte gold.
I
And
love
then
that, for giving you all 3 selections.
all
don't
3, because I like a bit of texture and a bit of dimension, and I think everything the same is a bit boring. And then the pipe cleaner to attach them.
So the pipe cleaner attaches the baubles.
But attaches the baubles.
Okay,
absolutely.
wonderful.
And then on top of that, you get a mammoth pack of crusty cable ties.
That's right, they're going to be known.
Cable ties, which Mum called crusty cable ties earlier. And they are clear. Now, the reason they're hard to find is because Mum bought 15,000 of them.
Yep.
So we're running short. But these are great because it makes them very hard to find. In fact, you can't see them.
Now, just quickly, people are asking, can you just reiterate the width of the ribbon and the width of the deco mesh as well, please?
So the width of the deco mesh is 25 centimetres.
Wow.
Okay, so that is the widest ribbon I've
And that's
ever
9
had.
metres on each
And
reel?
that's 9 metres on each reel.
Okay.
And the gold dust, you get 5 metres on a roll, and that is 2.5 inches or 63 millimetres in width.
Wow, brilliant.
Okay.
So there's a lot in it. You can
There's
see
a
that.
lot in the kit.
That's what I love about Ribbonly as well, is when you bring the Wreath kit designs, they don't look cheap, they don't look, everything about it is voluptuous,
Yes.
isn't it? It's luxury, it's high end, it's,
Look at
oh,
those.
gorgeous. Now, what about instructions? Do we get any instructions?
You absolutely get
Wonderful.
instructions. Where have my paper instructions? Oh. Okay, someone needs to wear their glasses this morning. So we want to make sure that this is absolutely foolproof. So the first thing you get is picture instructions, and these are A3. And these are all the techniques to make all of our wreaths. So this shows you basically all the different techniques. So you get all the pictures, and they're big because no one likes, I don't like things too small.
No.
So big, really easy to read.
Brilliant.
You then get written instructions to go with that. So not only do you get the paper instructions with the pictures, you get written instructions as well. On top of that, you've got a tutorial today, which Mum's going to show you in a minute, and you've got YouTube videos on our website, and you can obviously go and play back the Hobbymaker tutorial today. So there are so many different ways to learn to do this.
Absolutely.
If you don't feel confident, you will by the end of this programme.
Absolutely. Now, just quickly, Karen, if somebody wants to watch the VTs the videos that you filmed, how do we find those?
Oh, they're just on our YouTube site on Ribbon, just called Ribbonly, and
Yeah.
we've got some techniques on there.
And a QR code. So if you get the instructions, scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the YouTube videos.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, so
Brilliant.
QR code, just get your camera up and scan it if you've got an iPhone. Get your camera, scan the QR code, and the link will take you straight to our YouTube videos.
Fabulous. So basically, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
cannot go wrong
and
with
if you
these
do,
wreaths.
just email us.
Yeah.
hello@ribbonly.co.uk, and we will help you out.
Can we have that one again?
hello at Ribbonly, R-I.
Hello or halo?
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's a hybrid. Hello at ribbonly.co.uk.
Wonderful. So $49.99. The thing is, once you've made this, and if you've seen any of these massive, epic, or we're talking 18-inch huge, I just hope you've got a front door big enough. I really do. But you'll know the prices, and they're nowhere near $49.99. And with ribbon that you can't get anywhere else. So, Mummy Karen.
Yes.
Are we going to see this beauty in action, lovely girl?
We are. And I'm going to repeat myself a little bit. So if people watching earlier, bear with, but I'm doing it for a reason, because with the halo, we are using the same simple technique, which is the push through and the pull through, but we're only using 2 of the gaps on the frame, because that third one is going to be left for a very special cruffle. So I just want to show you, I mean, this is all in our instructions. So if you buy the halo wreath, it will tell you exactly where to begin, which circle to begin on, which gaps to fill between which circles, and obviously then it will tell you how to make the cruffle, etc. So it's all very, very simply laid out. So I'm taking my deco mesh, which is, as Grace says, is our Cosmic Gold. I'm letting it fall to the floor because it's easier to handle that way. And I'm just pinching the deco mesh together like that. So it's almost the width of a ribbon. And I'm taking my cable tie. I'm starting underneath the wreath. We always work underneath the wreath, not on the top for this technique. I'm starting at the beginning of one of the sections. I do that for a reason, because a lot of the patterns tell you to fill one section or 1.5 sections. So it makes sense to start at the beginning of a section. And I'm popping the cable tie underneath the first circle and wrapping it around the deco mesh. And I'm pulling the cable tie nice and tight so that the deco mesh is securely fastened on. And then I'm going to trim this now. You don't really see it because it's so fluffy, but just to keep it, I like to keep things neat.
Yeah.
So basically, as I said before, show the deco mesh who is boss, grasp it like a ribbon. So you don't want to be working with a whole 25 centimetres width. You want to just pull it through, because you've got plenty of opportunity to give it the volume that you want to give. Again, a good judge of how much loop is by slipping your hand in. If you can slip your hand in, you've got a nice size loop. Hold on to that deco mesh and then go through the gap between circles 2 and 3, being careful not to pull this first one back. There we go. There are our 2 loops. At this point, you can have a little bit of a fluff, although you don't want to fluff too much because you need to be able to see what you're doing. But just to give you the idea that, you know, what the potential of the deco mesh is, you can see just by actually just pulling it through narrowly and then fluffing it out like that, you can see how you're going to get that lovely volume. And then, unlike the other wreaths, which I just showed you, we are not using this gap here. So we are going to go back to, you can see how very easily and quickly you can make this wreath, because I'm already onto my second lot of loops. And there we go, that one looks good. And you would just continue in this way, pushing and pulling through.
Is there a front and a back to the deco mesh, Karen?
No.
No. Oh, okay, even better.
No, good
Right.
question.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Mum.
Top marks.
Thank you, Mum.
So you would just continue in that way. I'll just fill this last. So again, I would put 3. I don't want to stint. We don't want to be stingy with our loops, and you want it to look nice and full.
Don't be like Scrooge, do you?
No, absolutely
don't want to be like
not.
Scrooge. No.
So I think you can get 4 lots of loops on this. Actually, I'm coming to the end of my deco mesh, but
that is
let's
what
have a
we
little
have
look.
been using.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not the whole,
Won't come to the end of
that's not the
yours.
whole 9 metres.
No,
This is a sample we've
when
been
I've been
using.
using for previous wreaths.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be economical. You know, you don't want to keep breaking into new rolls. It's not good for the planet.
And we've only got a limited amount.
And I've got a brand new one down here, just ready to start. But I don't need to, because you can get the idea.
Yeah.
And I would actually put 4 lots of loops in here. With the ribbon, I only put 3, but that was really very wide. But I put 4 lots of loops here. So you can see it would very quickly fill up, and you would just continue. Now, what you'll need to do is, because you're sticking 4 lots of loops, in, you will come to the end of 1 lot of deco mesh, and you'll need to snip and then attach with a cable tie to keep it in place, and then you would reattach your next roll just in the same way we did here, and you won't use that entire lot of second lot, but that's what you need. So you would fill those 2 circles first of all, and then to get what you've got at the back, which is the gold bullion, you need to make a cruffle. So I'm going to put this down here for now.
A cruffle, not a crumble, isn't it?
It's a cruffle.
What's a cruffle? What's a cruffle?
Well, they look fabulous, don't they? But they're actually very, very simple. But it's a really lovely technique. And for this wreath in particular, we put the cruffles on the outside. Now I have designed
this bit here.
So it's the gold that it's got like a natural. It looks curly.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got curls to it.
Yeah.
And that's the edging here that we've done the halo.
Ah.
So basically, all you're doing, and it tells you in your instructions, and obviously I've made a YouTube video too, but you are cutting 50. So this is where you do cut your deco mesh. And you're not working with the whole roll. So you cut 50 centimetres, and I'm going to use my scissors here to help me because it's got a bit of a mind of its own. You lay it on the table out in front of you like that.
Yeah.
And I'd like to tell you that it's really, really technical and very, very tricky, but it's not. You basically just using your fingers and you're gathering up it's pleating in a way.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't, it's because it's plasticky, it doesn't sort of fold particularly neatly, or, it doesn't behave itself brilliantly. But you can see it's not tricky. I've just pleated it up there. I'm gathering it in the middle.
Yeah.
Like that. Doesn't really look like anything special.
Oh,
It's a bit of a butterfly.
It does, yeah.
And then all you...
Pasta shape.
Oh, it does. Farfalle. And then you take your cable tie around the middle, feed it through. Again, we're using the clear cable ties.
How lovely that is.
So I haven't done it ultra tight. I just want to make sure you don't want a wonky cruffle. No. So you just want to make sure it's in the middle as much as it can be.
Yeah.
And then I pull it a little bit tighter, trim it off.
That looks great.
Well,
do you need any particular type of scissors at all to cut the deco
well,
mesh?
I just use. my husband, when he's been using pliers to cut. Oh, why hasn't he? But these are just ordinary.
Yeah.
What I would say is just don't use your really best dressmaking scissors because you're cutting plastic. But no, you don't.
Because you need a crafting pair of scissors, don't you?
Yeah,
No. There's no. They're not a problem to cut.
You don't need to buy deco mesh design scissors.
No, not at all. No, certainly not for cutting the deco mesh. No, it cuts really easily, and these aren't really, really thick, so the cable ties.
They're delicate.
And then what you're doing, here I am with my bit of deco mesh roll hanging off. Let me pull that off. What you will be doing is attaching the cruffle to the. I think what I won't do is, because it's better if I sort of show you here. You basically take another cable tie. Now, because we're doing the halo, this will all be full of all your lovely cosmic gold. So we're just working on the outside circle. So you pop
That's
your
ring 3, you call it in the
circle 4.
Oh, circle 4.
Yeah, there's 4 circles and 3 gaps.
Oh,
you see, but it's all explained. It's all explained. And so I've just popped it through, and then all you do, honestly, it's so easy. You just tie it on, and whilst it doesn't look anything too amazing just there on its own, you put a couple on each one, and of course you've got all the volume of this going on, and it just pushes it out, and that's what you're seeing there at the edge.
Can I see if I can pick that up?
Yeah.
Do you mind? There you go. Just to show. There you go. If I can turn that round and show
it's a good idea to show the back.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. There you go. Look.
So that's the back.
Look at that.
So you can just see like the bits of the wire ring forget I'm on opposites, poking through there. I mean, you can kind of just see how we've attached it. But
Isn't that fabulous?
honestly, it is just
Look at that.
stunning.
It's gorgeous.
It is absolutely beautiful. And you've just got, I mean, it's just massive.
Yeah, and it doesn't take that long to make.
It doesn't.
No,
It
it's
doesn't.
Really, they were probably the simplest to make, actually, because it's a very basic pattern.
Yeah.
You've got your embellishments on there as well, which I showed earlier, you know, where you just use your gold dust and just tie that on. And then obviously we've got the baubles to tie on, which again, you just knot all 3 baubles together with a cable tie.
Yeah.
So they're just all together like cherries, really. And then you... because it's so voluminous, you use your pipe cleaner to actually loop through the baubles and onto the frame, because the pipe cleaner's just got more length to it.
And do you know what I like as well? It's not heavy.
No, it's not heavy.
Because that's the one thing as well. Somebody bought me a wreath once, and it was so heavy. It was like a real one for the front door, and I genuinely was a bit worried about it. Was pulling the whole paintwork off the door, and that actually there's no.
so light.
It's really light,
It's
isn't
like
it?
a cloud, isn't it?
Yeah, that is good. Now this without question is the fastest selling the halo at the moment. We kind of thought it would be.
Yeah.
But if you are a red fan,
Oh, you're in for a treat.
you are absolutely in for a treat, because this is our Christmas
Cruffle.
So you can keep that, can't you? Because, oh no, I'll move that out the way. Excuse me. Just
These
tidying
wreaths are
up.
so
Excuse me.
big. We don't have as much space, which just gives you the scale of them.
Yep.
So I'll just put this ribbon down here. So again, we have the 18-inch wire ring. Here you go. I think you know what it looks like now, but if you don't, here you go, the 18-inch wire ring.
And you have to have the 4 rings.
You
don't
have to have the 4 rings to make these
Otherwise it
wreaths.
doesn't
The
work.
standard floristry rings that we have in the UK don't work. We've had to get these specially in, because that's how you make these gorgeous wreaths with the weaving.
Absolutely.
We've then
Deco mesh
got
on the floor.
we've got deco mesh on the floor. We have this red deco mesh, and this is I've called
come
this
on.
poinsettia, which I just think is
It is a poinsettia
it
red.
is. And actually, my great grandma, bless her, used to absolutely love poinsettias at Christmas.
she?
So I named it after her.
Oh.
And it's just absolutely beautiful. I love this red colour. It's super bold, super Christmassy. Gold bullion again. So you're getting 9 metres on each roll, and it is 25 centimetres wide. On top of that, you are then getting, now we haven't shown this ribbon yet. Now this is called Berry Greek Key, which so Mum named these whilst I was on holiday. And
No, Dad as well.
okay, yeah, we'll blame Dad. And I said it sounds like a yoghurt.
Well, we didn't know what the pattern was, and so we researched it, and it's a Greek key pattern, but obviously it's a Christmassy ribbon, so we thought, well, it's got the colour of a hollyberry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I love
Grace
it.
apparently could have thought of a better name. What was it, Grace?
I have actually,
Exactly.
we'll come back later.
Is Mum dropping you in it? Is Mum dropping you in
She's
it?
trying to, she's not doing a very good job. But basically, we've got this very Greek key, which is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's almost like got a T kind of design in
Yeah.
it. But I just love this geometric pattern.
Gorgeous.
And it's wired, again, I just love this. It's on a burlappy jute background, so you've got
Lovely.
that natural mix with the red.
Is that 10 metres?
That is 10 metres,
Right,
and
okay.
it's 2.5 inches wide, or 63 millimetres. And then, of course, the running theme throughout the show, you get this gorgeous gold dust ribbon, and this is a mesh, and it's got glitter on it, and it's just so delicate. And we just use this to add little pops or little sprigs of ribbon throughout the Cruffle wreath here.
Absolutely. The thing that Ollie just said, do you know what? I did think that earlier, and I forgot to say, but Ollie, our director, was just saying, wouldn't they look lovely as table runners?
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't they? You know, just that strip down the centre of the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
especially
they look
it's red,
great,
'cause
wouldn't
it's-
they?
It's quite opaque, so I just think
Yeah, I think that'd look
You
lovely.
can tie it around chairs too.
Yeah, exactly, like wedding
bow it around
chairs.
the chair.
Yeah.
Or down your tree.
Yeah.
You could have that coming out your tree. Oh, I'm going to deco mesh my tree this year.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Definitely.
And also to add, you get instructions as well. So you get a full set of picture instructions, which have all the pictures in with the techniques which we're showing you today.
Yep.
You also have...
Oh, sorry, darling.
That's okay. Some written instructions for each kit. You get your personalised written instructions. And also you get a QR code, or you can just go to our YouTube channel, which is Ribbonly, and all the videos on how to do the techniques are on there, as well as watching the playback for Hobbymaker.
Absolutely.
So you are covered.
Yeah.
You are covered on how to make these wreaths.
There is a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. Not that you'll want it, but I'm just saying it's there if you need it. And just remember as well, and if I could, I don't know whether Kinga, no, it's not there. They come in a massive box as well,
Yeah.
those do, don't they? And it is big. Just remember that the post and packaging does not differ here at Hobbymaker. It's exclusive to us, one of the only craft channels that do this, where this will not fit through your letterbox. I don't care how big your door is, it's not going through. But we only charge you the same post and packaging all day, once a day. Most of us in the main part of the United Kingdom, it's only £3.95. That's it.
And
Okay,
the
my lovelies?
box, it's too big to post with Royal Mail.
Oh.
I've got a parcel for, so I'm always Royal Mail, but it is too big. It is 53 centimetres wide, 53 by 53.
We're
It
not
is
charging you
massive.
anymore.
No, absolutely.
Not charging anymore. Right then, my lovely. So you get all of that. Again, if this is Ribbonly, so if they want to go to your website, how do you spell that?
www.ribbonly, RIBBONLY, I think it's on the screen there as well, .co.uk.
Brilliant. So we can go on there, and again, you won't have. There's no. Grace said earlier, you can email her via the website. You having any problems? You won't have to. You won't need to. You might want to email her and just say, "Oh, I absolutely love my wreath." We can get that. And again, share your makes in. So if you take a photograph of the wreath that you've made, email it into studio@hobbymaker.co.uk, and then if you do that, my lovelies, on the last Saturday of every month, one lucky person gets £100 credited to their Hobbymaker account, which means you could get 2 more of these. Oh. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Now you can add into this, I think the light up ribbon would look amazing in here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would complement it really well because it's the right tone.
Isn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah. Now the light up ribbon we launched this morning, it's a ribbon that lights up.
Yes.
3 different lights, a fast flash, a medium flash, or slow flash rather, and I'm on. I
mean, I just love the way the little lights are just scattered throughout the ribbon.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, some people have gone, light up ribbon, is that a thing? Or is that fairy lights behind the ribbon? No, they are actually inside this ribbon.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, not attached to.
No, inside it.
Yeah, incredible. So the lovely thing is, if you want to get the Christmas Cruffle, with all this incredible, beautifully put together. You can tell the girls spend so much time, and I know Grace spends an enormous amount of hours searching her ribbon. Look at that. Now, Mummy Karen.
Yes.
Do we get a demonstration of the Christmas Cruffle?
You do, but what would you like to see? I don't know. Do you want another Cruffle demonstration, or do you want some more pull-through demonstration? Do you want an embellishment? I don't know what the general feeling
whatever
is.
you think is going to help people know that they know how to make this.
Okay.
Let's do some more cruffling, because we've already done a little bit of cruffling. Right, okay, so in this...
Oh, she's gone. Ah, there she is. Oh, I panicked then. I thought she disappeared.
I've been waiting to find out what you'd like me to do. So yeah, for the purpose of this demonstration, this is a roll that I've used before. So you don't think this is what you're going to be getting through the post. Yours will be all lovely wrapped up in cellophane. But obviously I'm being environmentally friendly, so I want to use one that I've had for previous demonstrations. But for a cruffle, which we use in, I think I put 8 cruffles per section in this Christmas cruffle wreath.
Nice.
And all you've got to do is take your deco mesh, and you've got to measure 50 centimetres.
50, sorry, Karen.
50, 50
right,
50, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're, for the Christmas cruffle, you'll be wanting to do 16 of those, 8 for each section. I'm going to pop that down out of the way. There are your 50 centimetres, and I'm going to use my scissors here just to keep that line nice and flat. And as you can see, I've got the deco mesh lying out flat in front of me and running away from me. And to make a cruffle, all you do is literally pull the deco mesh towards you in a sort of pleating technique. Start again. There we are. So I'm just sort of dragging it along. You can see why I've got the scissors on. It's just to sort of give it a bit of stability. And you're just pulling it up like that. But it just, in pleating it, of course, you're creating... you're pulling everything together, and it sort of makes a bit of a butterfly type effect.
Yeah.
And all you've got to do is secure it in the middle with your cable tie. So here I go. Pop it through the middle like that. I haven't pulled it too tight. I just want to make sure that it's pretty symmetrical. And then I can...
Oh, that looks phenomenal.
Well, it's
That
such a
is so
simple
beautiful,
technique.
Isn't it?
It's the way the deco mesh kind of naturally
Yeah.
curves, and it's got that tinsel going through it, those kind of metallic lines which help give it its definition.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing, and then once you've got this, you're basically wanting to push it together like that. That's what gives it that lovely sort of, it's just a different, you've got more of an edge here, whereas when you're using the pull through, you've got more of a loop. This is actually showing the edge, a little bit like a flower really. And for the My Fair Lady wreath, we're filling a section with 8 Cruffles, and I think I say, obviously everything is written down. You've got your photo techniques, but you've also got your individual pattern where it's written. I think I say to attach them to circle 2 or circle 3. It doesn't really matter. There's no real science to it. I think I just thought that would sort of make it look really even. And then pop it through like this. So I'm using a separate cable tie to tie it on, and obviously at the moment that's looking very flat, but then you do your next one and you push it along a bit. So the next one I would probably do on circle 3, and you know, once you've got 8 on there, you're creating an effect like that. It's very simple. But nothing to it.
That's the lovely thing.
It's the volume, isn't it? It's the volume.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. It's a if you don't, I don't know how to say this politely, but it's a relatively very easy technique.
It is, and that's
I don't mean that rudely, but
it is. The whole point is that it's accessible. You know, that people look and say, "Oh, that's stunning," and then we say, "Well, yeah, you honestly can make it," because literally, if you can do the pull-through method, and you can make a cruffle, then you've basically got it. There's a few bows added. Well, everybody knows how to tie a bow.
Exactly.
Well, obviously, we've shown you how to make this loopy, light-up ribbon bow. The embellishments are, it's all very noddy, really, as they say. It's very easy.
It's just wonderful. But that was the thing, that was what was lovely as well, is when, as I say, when Grace did a craft show recently, everybody saw the halo one that we've just been showing there, because she had that on demonstration. Everybody was knocked out. Everybody wanted to race home and make one. But there were so many people saying, there's no way I could make that. And I'd like to think Karen's just proving quite the opposite. And there is every way that you can make that with absolutely zero crafting experience at all.
Absolutely.
And that is what makes these absolutely incredible. And the thing is, you think about what you spend on, your Christmas tree. You think about what you spend on a couple of really expensive baubles. Or your tinsel. It all starts to add up, doesn't it? You know, Christmas decorations can be extraordinarily expensive.
Yes, and you get no joy in making it.
Exactly.
So just put it there. Once you've bought it, that's it. Experience is finished. But with this, you get to make it. And actually, I think I was listening to a podcast recently, and they said that people get more enjoyment in making things.
100%.
Like that's why they go to IKEA, because they enjoy building the furniture.
Not
very
good
I'm one of those people building furniture, but I think people get so much more enjoyment in making it, and you get to do that with this kit.
Now, here's a question. If I make this for myself or for a friend for this Christmas, and I put it away somewhere safe, will it retain its shape for next year?
Yes, and the reason we have supplied you with these huge boxes, which they're going to come in the post in, is because you can pop it in the box.
Brilliant.
And it's nice because the box is just a tad bit smaller than the wreath, so it squishes in nicely, it keeps it all upright, and then it's going to bounce right back.
So you've got to completely protect it, because you've got that memory in the wire.
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. They've even thought about the storage, because if you're like me, I'll put mine in my loft over my garage.
Yeah.
Yours is in a bag for life under your stairs. Where do we all keep our Christmas decorations? Where do you keep yours?
In the loft.
In the loft.
Or in the spare wardrobe.
Ah, so that's when, loft in the house or loft in the garage?
House.
House, there you go. Where do you keep yours, Michael?
I've just moved house, so they're in the middle of my kitchen.
They're in the middle of your kitchen because you just moved house. Congratulations.
No, it's got them on the front door.
Yeah. So, here's a question.
Yes.
How do I attach it to my front door? How do you hang it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you. I've done 2 today, Karen.
Done very well, Zena, today. Just with a piece of ribbon, literally. I mean, obviously, if you use one of these kits with the ribbon in, then I would just use a nice long length of that and just literally attach it. I'd probably use a double length and just pop it through the top of the wire. With the other ones, with the... pardon, sorry?
There's a pin. So here, on the easel here, we've literally just secured it. You can literally just pop the wireframe over a pin. It's that simple. You can
just hook on.
You can just hook it on that way.
Okay.
So I mean, the ribbon's a nice touch because it means you've got it on. You can have it on your side of the house. Yeah. If you tie it into maybe a pin or a hook on your side of the door, so that it's not going to be, you know, and if anyone likes it, they want to
exactly. That's a good point.
It's a little bit more secure.
Yeah, that's the point. But the thing is, they're lovely and lightweight as well. They're not too heavy. Yeah. You know, that's another thing is you haven't got to worry about your door because funny enough, it's like my friend's just had a brand new front door and they're not cheap.
No.
So the last thing you want to be doing is work, and again, because you've got this lovely soft ribbon, you're not worrying about damaging your front door either.
Absolutely not, because it's light and it's airy and it's kind of easy to put up, because some of these are quite heavy to put up.
They are.
And every time you open, you're closing your door, it's a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but this is really
got that
soft.
either.
No, absolutely.
Just bear in mind as well, because Grace spends so long sourcing the special 4-ring wreath, what do you call it?
Wreath ring.
Thank you, wreath ring. Thank you. There you go. So do what it says on the tin. And the attention to detail with the actual clear cable ties. I mean, that's the biggest revelation for me this morning. The clear cable ties. That'll be something I'll be contacting Karen for, saying I want some because all mine are black and I hate them. But again, the ribbons have been exclusively designed in the most part by Grace, so you can't get them anywhere else. So they're totally exclusive. You can't go into another store and go and buy those. No. The mesh, the deco mesh again, tends to be more of an American thing. You can't really get it in the UK.
It's harder to get hold of, absolutely, because it seems to be that a lot of florists use it, but it's not really in craft shops.
Yeah, exactly. And the lovely thing is as well, so you get the kits, you get the the demonstrations, you've got videos that have been recorded by Karen, beautifully demoed. And again, you've got all the different ribbons. Oh, don't forget as well, we did 2 boxes of the ribbons earlier that you want to add in.
Here's number 1.
Yep. We'll just need to mention the light up first.
Do we need to go light up? Let's go light up.
Every time,
light up. Here it is, light up ribbon.
I can't believe it.
So we bowed it earlier. You can go back and re-watch that where Mum made it into a floppy bow, which was super simple, again, with a cable tie. Or you've got it just here, flat, which you can, wind around your banister, put on your front door, wrap on around a present.
You name it, in a vase.
Put it on your tree. You can make that into a tree topper. I mean, imagine, just going to do this. Imagine this kind of popped onto the top of your tree. Oh. How stunning would that look?
Your banister, wherever you want.
The Angel's going to be crying in the loft this year because she's staying there because this is going to be on your tree now.
Can you imagine though as well, if somebody was like getting married or engaged or whatever, you just wanted to look flash going to a big New Year's Eve party. You know when you buy the big magnums of Prosecco?
Yes.
Or champagne and you put one of them on?
Yes, it would look incredible. It's a gift in itself. It doesn't matter what's in the box. Yeah. This is on top. But because it's 3 meters, it means you can put it on lots of different things. So again, presents, trees, we've made sure that it's a good size so you don't need to cut it. Because you can't cut it.
Please don't cut it. 3 meters.
3 meters.
You left it on for 7 days solid,
I left
24
on for
hours
7
a day.
days solid.
Till it ran out?
Absolutely. You've got 3 batteries in it and you can repurchase the batteries from many retailers, one of which Amazon. You can get 20 batteries for £2. So £2? I know, they're super cheap to replace these batteries.
Brilliant.
And obviously...
And they're easy to do, aren't they?
And they're very easy to do. It's not a problem.
Absolutely. So, that's the light up ribbon.
That's the light up ribbon. Then the next...
Which one next, sorry, darling? The ornamental ones.
Ornamental.
Next, UK Switch. Let me move some of this stuff out your way, my gorgeous lady.
Right, thank you. So the ornamental ribbons, we have these gorgeous, and these are only $19.99 for 35 meters. You've got this gorgeous green leaf, which is really kind of Christmassy, but just natural. This could be used for all year round. I know lots of people who use these all year round.
Could I just mention, nearly half of this is already gone.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we've only shown it once, and it's no, sorry, I just wanted to mention that because
that's quite interesting because I'm running out of this stock anyway. So if you do want it for Christmas, then I would advise you get it. I'm not joking. I've had to reorder it in, and once it's gone, it's gone. Really, if you want this, do get hold of it. We've got this in the silver leaf as well, which has got this kind of matte, but a little bit metallic. It's got sparkle. It's really hard to see on the camera, but when you get it home...
Yeah, that looks quite flat and matte on the camera, but it's really glittery.
It's not. It's super glittery. So it's just an extra surprise when it gets through your front door. Yeah. The snowflake, which Zena had a fantastic idea. You can just chop them into individual snowflakes, pop it on your card, your
Yep.
cake, anything. This ribbon can be used in anything.
I love that one.
I love that too.
So is that the one that, so there's 10 metres on the others and 5
Five
metres
on
on the
this one,
snowflakes?
5, and
Right,
these
okay.
are felt. So I'm kind of thinking it's going for that Scandinavian kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonks, you know, there's little,
yeah.
these like namey things, they're kind of felt. So it's kind of going for that Scandinavian vibe, but just lovely, delicate little snowflakes. And then last but not least, Olympia, which is saying is quite Grecian or Roman, and it's got these gorgeous leaves, and it's in this kind of matte, but again, it's got a bit of sparkle, metallic gold. Absolutely.
But again,
stunning.
nice to have like as like a head, you know, or do like a headband and have it on your head. Yeah, that looks like how pretty that looks.
Do that. Oh, there we go.
You made her, and she's really pretty.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a miracle.
Yeah, you're pretty as well. Karen, just so she turned up with frosty cable.
I know.
She's just being modest.
So that's $19.99 for all of those 4 ribbons.
All
there.
of those 4 ribbons,
Extraordinary,
35
gorgeous.
metres, $19.99.
$19.99, going very, very quickly indeed. And then we've got the final. Oh, wait till you see this.
So we have got the gorgeous jacquard wired ribbon, which just want to come out of this box. Here we go. Love this. Again, this is designed by myself in-house at Ribbonly. It is 10 metres, 2.5 inches wide. It's gold foil jacquard on a red satin, and it is amazingly wide. This is strong wire. I mean, you can fold this in any way and it will keep its shape, or you can just straighten it out. So it is really, really, you know, fantastic quality.
Yeah.
These are $29.99 for 2. You get 20 metres, and this is, I've got to stress, amazing quality. Like, there's lots of wide ribbon on the market that isn't the best of quality, and I promise you, this is beautiful,
you can see.
stunning quality. We've got satin, a satin base, and this gold glitter spots. I just love it. It's so classy,
it
so
is.
Christmassy,
It's
beautiful
stunning.
for wrapping this
Yeah.
year, or putting on your Christmas tree, any kind of craft.
That's the thing. The thing is, the girls have put together the most incredible kits and wreath kits, and absolutely. But it's great. I love the fact you can buy additional ribbons that you can then use in your home decor and your gifting and your crafting and everything else. Because my goodness me, would you? It's like, imagine, right? Have you got any of those either fake or real, freestanding tubbed olive trees outside your house or your front door?
Oh yes.
Imagine one of those just wrapped with the ribbons.
That would look gorgeous.
Wouldn't it? Because a lot of people like to gift plants like that and things for Christmas and stuff, don't they? You just wrap it in these incredible ribbons.
And I just love it. I mean, the way it's just coming off the reel, it's just literally...
Pure opulence.
That is the
Isn't
word
it?
for it. I'm going to have to name a
Opulence.
ribbon Opulence now.
Yeah, it is though. It's are you?
it's
Are you going to name a ribbon opulence?
I am now.
Yeah, it's better than crusty. Right then, my lovely. So that ribbon, is that 10 on each?
10 metres on each,
Great.
2.5 inches wide. You've got 1 gold foil and 1 glitter.
Brilliant. And that ribbon there, let's just bear in mind, designed by Grace. You can't go anywhere else and buy these ribbons. They're exclusive to Ribbonly and to Hobbymaker. So thank you so much, girls. As always, you have delivered the most epic wreath kits and ribbons. Honestly, thank you so much for just introducing us to a world of ribbon that we never knew existed. Did we? We had no idea. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, lovely ladies, when are you going to be back with us?
So I'm back tomorrow morning.
Oh, gosh, that quick.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Can't get rid of me. I'm doing some Halloween wreaths tomorrow and a Halloween ribbon collection. And then Mum, so we're splitting up, we're looking for clues. So I'm tomorrow, and then Mum,
Like
you are...
Scooby-Doo.
And then you're on the 28th, is it?
Next Wednesday.
Next
in the
Wednesday
afternoon, yes.
at 3 o'clock to do some more Christmassy wreaths.
Wonderful.
So more to come.
Oh, I cannot wait to see the Halloween. Has that got any light up ribbon?
It has
Oi!
actually in the wreath with spiders. It's just exciting.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much. If you've got the wreaths in your basket, you know what you need to do. Get those checked out. The light up ribbon is going very, very quickly. The ornamental ribbon is going very quickly. And the halo kit is going very quickly as well. Tune in this afternoon, 14th birthday party for Honky Dory. You don't want to miss it. See you in a bit.